Hello, good evening. My name is Richard. Welcome back to my channel over and over and over again at the Arsenal podcast. This is a live watch-along Carabao Cup quarter-final time from the Emirates. It's Arsenal versus Sunderland. Yeah, quite what Sunderland are doing in this competition is anybody's guess still in it, but they are tonight's visitors in this quarter-final, placing the last four, of course, up for grabs tonight. It's Arsenal obviously going to start favourites. First time we played Sunderland in over 4 years, since May 2017. That was a 2-0 victory here at the Emirates in the Premier League the last season before Sunderland got relegated. Alexis Sanchez scored both goals that night, and that was one of the nails in the Sunderland relegation coffin. Of course, they've gone down to League One since then. They've made some good viewing on Netflix, haven't they, in the last couple of years? And of course, we will be joining them on Netflix as well, aren't we, this season? So anyway, we've got your team news for tonight. There are a lot of changes for Arsenal, as you would expect. So this is the Arsenal team. And Bernd Leno returns in goal. First time he's played since the last round, actually, against Leeds. The back four, Cedric, White, Holding and Tavares. So it's only Ben White who started in the Premier League at Leeds at the weekend. In midfield, it looks like actually we might have a four in midfield. It looks like it might be Pepe and Smith Rowe wide of El Neni and Ødegaard, and then possibly two up front with Nketiah and Balogun. So it's only Ødegaard and White keep their place in the starting lineup from the weekend. As you can see, we've got a reasonably strong bench. Ramsdale, Tierney, Gabriel, Partey, Xhaka, Saka, Martinelli and Lacazette, and also young Charlie Patino as well is on the bench. For Sunderland, in their lineup like this, it's Lee Burge in goal. They've got a back three, Carl Winchester, Bailey Wright and Tom Flanagan. The four across midfield is Callum Doyle, Elliot Embleton, Dan Neil and Lyndon Gooch. Of course, Lyndon Gooch scored the winner in the EFL Trophy final last season. And the three up front, Alex Pritchard, Nathan Broadhead and Ross Stewart. So that is your starting lineup for Sunderland. They've also got a couple of young lads on the bench as well, Kieran Dunn and Benjamin Kim Poku. So they are your teams then for tonight's game. It should be a good game. Obviously, Arsenal are going to start massive favourites, as you would expect, in this game against a team that are two divisions below us, but they've done well to get to this stage of the competition. Actually, I'll just run through how they got here. They beat Port Vale in the first round. That was 2-1 away. They then won 3-2 at Blackpool. They beat Wigan 2-0. And then in the last round, I was in London actually for that game. They got through on penalties against QPR following a 0-0 draw. So that's how Sunderland have reached this stage. And obviously we've reached this stage. We beat West Brom away 6-0. We beat AFC Wimbledon at home 3-0, and we beat Leeds at home 2-0. So we've had a decent run, some fairly good ties. We've got another good tie here tonight. Of course, it's a game that we are going to start favourites in, and let's hope that we can come and get into the semi-final. It'll actually be the third semi-final that we would have been in three different competitions under Mikel Arteta. Of course, the FA Cup in 2020, the Europa League, of course, in 2021, and this will, of course, be the Carabao Cup in 2022 if we can get through tonight. So, of course, we won one of those previous semi-finals, lost the other. So let's see if we can get to Wembley for the final, which would be good, wouldn't it? But obviously, still a long way to go. Even if we get through this game, we do, of course, have to play a two-leg semi-final. And he's in the chat there, says a Lee Johnson masterclass. Well, it might well be. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure some of his comments that he made about he didn't mind getting Arsenal or Tottenham so he could get a big team in the semi-final. Well, I'm sure he's going to see what it's like playing away from home in the Premier League. Not that he'll ever have experienced that before. But of course, you know Lee Johnson pretty well, don't you, Andy? He was manager at Bristol City, wasn't he, for quite a long time before he came to Sunderland, actually. So I'm sure you'll know more about him than I do, other than I know that he was obviously at Bristol City for a long time, wasn't he? I think he was at Sheffield Wednesday as well, wasn't he? Before that, was it Sheffield Wednesday he was at? No, Barnsley. Sorry, it was Barnsley, wasn't it? He was manager of Barnsley before that, wasn't he? Of course, he did play under his dad, didn't he? He was manager of Yeovil, of course, Gary Johnson. And he says there he was manager for 5 years. Yeah, I think at the time he was the longest-serving manager in League One, wasn't he? When he left, or was it in the Championship? Rather, it would have been the Championship, wouldn't it? And then, of course, he's gone to Sunderland, and of course he won the trophy, didn't he? In his first season. So he's certainly had a bit of success. But obviously for Sunderland, the only thing that matters to them is coming back to the Championship and then eventually back to the Premier League. I mean, they're a big club with a big stadium, a big fan base, and he says they're longest serving manager in the EFL. Yeah, I knew he'd been there a long time. So yeah, I mean, it's I'm sure this is a secondary really for Sunderland, isn't it? They're going to want to, as I say, get promoted back to the Premier League. That's their aim, I suppose, long term, isn't it? They've got a long way to come to get back there, haven't they? But of course, if they were to get promoted this season, they could, of course, the time where Derby could be on next year, as Newcastle look as though they're heading out of the Premier League, so they could meet each other on the way, couldn't they? Which could be quite interesting next season, maybe. I think they're third at the moment, aren't they, Sunderland, in League One? So they're doing all right, actually. They're in line to get themselves promoted, but that's been the case really every year, hasn't it, for the last 3 or 4 seasons, and they haven't quite managed to get over the line. There is a few Sunderland fans, actually, as you can see there at the Emirates, making themselves heard tonight. So that will be that's good for them, isn't it? They made a long journey south just before Christmas, so you've got to give credit to them for that, actually. But yeah, it should be an interesting game, this, shouldn't it? I mean, Sunderland have pretty much gone with their first 11 that's been playing in the league. I think it's just a goalkeeper maybe that's different, isn't it? They've got a German goalkeeper on loan who's been playing most of their league games. Obviously now they've got Lee Burge in goal for this game. But it's pretty much their first starting 11 that's been playing. So they're going to have that continuity there, whereas we've made a lot of changes. And we saw against Leeds in the last round, it took us a long time, didn't it, to get going in that game, probably because players haven't really played together very much and all that kind of stuff. And it's going to be the same tonight, isn't it? We've got El Neni and Erdegaard in the centre midfield. They've not played together too often as a partnership. We've got a different back four. I don't think this back four's ever played. Is it Cedric White, Holding and Tavares? Maybe not, because I'm pretty sure in the last round, Gabriel played, didn't he? And Ben White didn't. So, again, different goalkeeper in Bernd Leno. I know he's got a lot of experience, but he's not a player that's played a lot in the Premier League since very early in the season. So, it's a new look attack as well in Nketiah and Balogun, with Pepe as well, possibly pushing on, maybe Smith Rowe as well, starting this game, of course, because he's been on the bench, hasn't he, in the Premier League in recent weeks for one reason or another. I'm not sure why he's I know he got injured, but you'd have thought he should be straight back in the team. He's our top goal scorer. But anyway, he's going to be the key tonight, isn't he, Smith Rowe? If he gets on the ball, he's going to cause Sunderland all sorts of problems, and I'm sure that could be the crucial difference in this game, maybe, because I think Sunderland have got nothing to lose, so they're just going to go for it, aren't they? It's their cup final, essentially, isn't it? So they're just going to go for it and enjoy the night. I'm sure their fans will enjoy the night as well. And who knows? Cup shocks. Cup shocks happen, don't they? We've experienced a few ourselves over the years, unfortunately. So we've got to be switched on tonight. We've got to be focused, and if we are, then I'm sure we can progress into the semi-final, and that's when the competition is going to get really interesting, isn't it? A two-legged semi-final against. It's going to be one of the big teams, isn't it? Probably West Ham are playing Tottenham. Liverpool are in it as well. I can't remember who Liverpool are playing, actually. But anyway, it's going to be a difficult game in the semi-final, no matter who we get. But we need to get through this game first. I'm certainly not taking it for granted. It's a new-look Arsenal team, and that does worry me a little bit. The defence worries me a little bit. Holding and Ben White. Gabriel's been the glue that's held that defence together. And even then, we've had to rely on Aaron Ramsdale a lot of games. Yes, these are a team in League One, but as I say, cup shocks happen. And, we need to be switched on. We need to be focused, because Sunderland are going to be well up for this game. And it's going to be a tough test for Arsenal. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But, obviously we'll start favourites. I do think we will go through. But we are going to have to be on our game and produce a decent performance, because I'm sure Sunderland will give it everything. I do remember them getting to the final of this competition, wasn't it? few years back. They were a Premier League team then, of course, but they beat Man United, didn't they, in the semi-final, I seem to remember, at Old Trafford. So, they've got history of a shock. And, of course, for some of us older Arsenal fans may remember 1973, the FA Cup semi-final at Hillsborough, where Sunderland were a division below us then, and they did beat us 2-1, stopped us reaching a third FA Cup final in a row. So, there's a little bit of history between the sides. They've only beaten us once in the League Cup. That was at Highbury, actually, in 2002. They won 3-2 that night. That was in the third round. It was a game Robert Pires made his comeback from his long injury, and he did score. But Sunderland won that game 3-2 at Highbury. So that's their last away victory, actually, away against Arsenal. The last time they won in the Premier League away at Arsenal was actually in 1983, which was actually Tony Adams' league debut. It's the last time Sunderland won away in the league at Arsenal. But I say they did win that League Cup tie in 2002 by 3-2, and I'm sure they would love a similar result tonight, wouldn't they? But Arsenal obviously will want to avoid that if at all possible, and I'm sure we will. But it's going to be a good game. I'm sure it will be. I say Sunderland are going to give everything on that pitch tonight. But let's hope that we can come through and get through to that semi-final, and then you're close to Wembley, aren't you? In fact, there's even talk now that a semi-final they may put it over one leg instead of two this time. With possible cancellations of Premier League games in January and stuff like that. But we'll have to see. Hopefully, it won't be. It's always been 2 legs, isn't it? The semi-final League Cup, and I do enjoy that, and it would be nice for that to happen again. But anyway, the teams are in the tunnel currently. Rob Holding's captain for Arsenal tonight, just in case you were wondering. Obviously, Lacazette's on the bench. Aubameyang's not in the squad again. I think he may well have played his last game for the club. Bailey Wright is the Sunderland captain tonight. The usual captain, Corey Evans, actually, he's on the bench. He's their regular captain, but he's on the bench. So it's going to be the Australian Bailey Wright, who is captain for Sunderland tonight, who's leading their team out. It looked like they were in a blue kit. They've got red tracksuit tops on, blue shorts and blue socks. And Arsenal, of course, in their traditional home kit of red shirts with white sleeves, white sides, white socks, white shorts, and the red and white hoop socks, of course, for this season's kit. They're not wearing the old tracksuit tops tonight to come out in, actually, which is a shame. The 1991 is it the tracksuit tops that they've been wearing recently. They're just coming out in a kit, actually, not even any warm-up tops tonight. A cold night, but they're braving it. Some of them got short sleeves on as well, so fair play to them. Of course, Eddie Nketiah has scored in 2 of the previous rounds, hasn't he? Against Wimbledon and also against Leeds last time out, so he'll be looking for another goal in this competition, and it's a big opportunity, isn't it, for Florin Balogun, starting again for the first time since August in the team. A big chance for him. He's scoring hundreds of goals in the under 23s, isn't he? So this is an opportunity for him on a bigger stage at the Emirates to step up. He hasn't quite managed to hit the ground running yet, has he? When he's played for the first team in the Premier League, certainly. He did have a couple of decent games in the Europa League. He has scored 2 goals for the first team, both away from home. He's never actually scored at the Emirates in a first team game, so that could be a first for him tonight. For Balogun, I say Nketiah has got 2 in the 2 previous rounds. Saka, who's on the bench tonight, he scored against West Brom. Smith Rowe scored against Wimbledon as well, so we'll be looking for another goal in this competition as well. But I say it's a new look back four. Suarez at right back, Tavares at left back, and Holding and White, the 2 centre backs. I'm pretty sure them 2 haven't played before. Phil's in the chat there. He says, do you think Uber will go in January? I would imagine he will. If he can't even get in the squad for this game, he's obviously out of favour completely, isn't he? So I can't see him playing for their club again, and we'd have to cut our losses, unfortunately. It's a shame the way it's ended, actually, because he has been a great player for us. He scored a lot of goals. He was the fastest Premier League player for Arsenal to get 50 goals for the club. So he has been a great player for Arsenal, but unfortunately things have gone on behind the scenes that we don't know about. And he's done this before, hasn't he, as we know, and he's doing it again. And it looks as though he may well be off. And if he is, I know we've got Balogun and Nketiah playing tonight. Nketiah has turned down a contract, so he's probably going to leave. I don't think we can really have Balogun as our only option As a backup striker, I do think we'd need to buy somebody. So I do think that if Aubameyang does leave in January, obviously we can get money for him. He's still under a contract, a big contract. We'll have to go out and buy somebody else. I would be going after Ivan Toney from Brentford if it was my choice. But we'll see what happens there. Lee Johnson there and Arteta on the sideline just having an embrace. I'm sure he regrets what he said about the draw. He'll certainly hopefully regret it in a couple of hours' time when they're going back up the A19 with their tails between their legs. Anyway, we are just about to kick off here at the Emirates. Arsenal in red and white, kicking to attacking the goal to our right in his first half, which is attacking the clock end where all the Sunderland fans are. They're just having a bit of a sing-song there, as you can see, enjoying their night in London. It's a yellow top, actually, that Sunderland are wearing with blue shorts. So that is going to be their kit, a very Arsenal-like kit, actually, yellow and blue, of course, our traditional away colours. But Arsenal are going to be kicking off, so attacking the goal to our right in the first half, the clock end. And there's quite a lot of empty seats, actually, around the Emirates. A lot of tickets were available for this game. I think there's a couple of reasons for that. Obviously, Christmas week, the fact it's a game against a League One opposition, and also as well, with a COVID situation and the COVID rules and all that kind of stuff. And I think people have maybe decided to stay away. Anyway, Arsenal have kicked off. The ball's gone back to Bernd Leno straight away. Kicks it long up the far side. It was flicked on actually by Balogun, who got a touch again. Balogun's looking for the ball. It's currently with Tavares, who's very high up the pitch, and now it's with Ben White. And he plays it out to this near side to Cedric Suarez. Of course, he did come on, didn't he? Suarez at Leeds at the weekend following an injury to Tomiyasu. We've got to hope that Tomiyasu is going to be okay for the Boxing Day game against Norwich. Another big game for Arsenal. Now we're in the top four, of course. Could be in the semi-final of the Cup. And we were bottom of the league at the end of August, let's remember. Hadn't scored a goal. It's been a good turnaround. I'm still not 100% convinced necessarily. We've had some good performances in the last couple of weeks, and that's what we need to focus on. But you know what we like. We're still capable of the odd poor game, aren't we? As we saw against Everton, the defeat against Manchester United recently. So that inconsistency is still there. But we are fourth in the table. We're going well. And I say we've got an opportunity here tonight to get through to a third semi-final in consecutive years under Arteta, which isn't a bad record, is it, to be fair? But what we need to do is get to the final, because losing semi-finals, as we saw last year, isn't really what we want to do, is it? Anyway, Arsenal now in possession at the back. Rob Holding plays the ball up the far side to Balogun, who's battling away well, but Sunderland have dispossessed him. And they're going to now go back to the goalkeeper. No, they're not going to play it square across the box. Actually, a little bit dangerous there. Smith Rowe trying to make a press, but no one else is near him. But the ball's gone out for a throw to Arsenal on this near side, which Cedric Suarez is going to take. We've played nearly 2 minutes at the Emirates. It is still 0-0. No real pattern to the game yet. No real chances at either end so far. Cedric Suarez takes this throw, plays it to Martin Ødegaard. He gets it back, Cedric Suarez, but Sunderland do get the ball. And Nicolas Pepe almost gets a breakaway there for Arsenal. But we have won the ball again now down that far side. This is a good run, actually, from Balogun. But again, he's dispossessed. Maybe held onto the ball a little bit too long there. But Arsenal now back in possession. Cedric Suarez now very central. Plays it in to Ødegaard. Flicks it in to Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah seems to be playing through the centre with Balogun over on the left. In the early stages, Pepe on the right. It is like a 4-3-3 formation from Arsenal so far. But Sunderland now looking for a counter-attack. This is the first real moment of danger. They've got a man's free here on this near side. It's Gooch. It's a crossing towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Arsenal don't really deal with it particularly well. Sunderland keeping it going. Ball on the edge of the penalty. A shot comes in straight at Leno. And the first shot of the game goes to Sunderland. I think it was Pritchard with the effort. It was a good ball in initially from Gooch. Arsenal didn't really deal with it particularly well. In fact, it was Pritchard there with a shot from the edge of the area, but it was straight at Bernd Leno, who was a comfortable save for the Arsenal goalkeeper. Back in goal tonight. Only his fifth or sixth appearance, isn't it? He played the first 3 league games and he's played 2 in the cup, so that's 5, which is his 6th game so far this season. He was part of, the poor start that we had. It wasn't really his fault, and I kind of felt a bit sorry for him, but you can't argue with the decision to bring Ramsdale in the form that he's been in. But Leno hasn't really done a lot wrong for me in the sort of 3 years that he's been at the club. Actually, I do feel a bit sorry for him. But let's hope tonight. He had a decent game against Leeds in the last round. Let's hope that he can produce a similar good performance tonight. Or hoping he won't be needed to, but if he has to, let's hope he performs well. Ben White now dinks the ball over the top, looking for the run of the near side of Nicolas Pepe, who's offside. Just to let you know, there's no VAR tonight in this game either. I don't quite know why. Is it because it wasn't in the other rounds in the competition, I'm assuming. So we'll see what difference that makes. The referees have to be a little bit more on it, don't they, now, when there's no VAR? I think they rely too much on VAR a lot of the time. And they just they're not that bothered if they get things wrong, because they know that VAR is there to back them up. Whereas now, tonight, they're going to have to be really on it, aren't they? Because they can't afford to make too many mistakes, I guess. Anyway, Sunderland just kicked the ball out again for a throw to Arsenal. With some, it's over on the far side, which Nuno Tavares is going to take. It's a Portuguese and English back four for Arsenal, isn't it? 2 Portuguese fullbacks and 2 English centre halves. So unusual for Arsenal. Of course, German goalkeeper Bernd Leno now with the ball plays it out to Ben White. He's got Cedric Suarez just outside him on this near side. He gives it back to White. Goes long towards halfway, but to Sunderland head that gets there. And then he's going to have to clear this up. He doesn't do very well. Sunderland plays into the box. It goes down in the penalty area. Nothing was given there. Looked like he did kind of dive a little bit, to be fair. I think, again, that might have been Pritchard actually getting in. Or was it Ross Stewart, perhaps? But anyway, El Neni was almost caught out there and almost gave away a penalty. But now we've got an attack down the far side with Balogun. He's got a little bit of space just on the edge of the Sunderland penalty area. Florin Balogun inside the area now, does a couple little step overs, cuts inside, tries a shot, it hits a Sunderland defender, but it's Arsenal pick the ball up again with Mohamed El Neni. He's got Cedric Suarez outside him, finds Nicolas Pepe instead. El Neni almost caught out just a moment ago now. Cedric Suarez on this near side. Can he put a cross in? He does. A header comes in just over the top from Eddie Nketiah and around about the penalty spot. It was a good cross, actually. They're going to show a replay of this potential penalty for Sunderland. Did El Neni catch him? No, he didn't. That's a dive there, clear dive there. It was Ross Stewart. He wasn't a penalty at all. If anything, there was a foul just outside the area, and then he's dived. That should be a booking, actually. That's terrible. That. Anyway, it isn't a booking. It's nothing, and we carry on, but. He got away with that there, I think, actually, Stewart there. Didn't cover himself in glory there, did he? Throwing himself to the ground like that when he wasn't touched. But anyway, Cedric Suarez now with a throw for Arsenal. Finds Nicolas Pepe, who does well to keep the ball in, but then gives it away. And now Sunderland can come forward down this near side of the ball, dinked over the top. Again, they look like they've got a little bit of pace up front, actually, with their front three of Stewart, Broadhead and Pritchard. Pritchard's actually been fouled, I think, on this near side. And is he going to get a free kick for that? It was a foul by Cedric Suarez as he played that ball over the top, actually. And Sunderland have now got a free kick right near this near touchline on about halfway. And maybe Suarez is a little bit fortunate not to get a yellow card a little bit late. It wasn't a nasty challenge. He's just got there a little bit late. Again, I think maybe that's a consequence of not playing very often. I think sometimes you're a little bit off the pace of the game, aren't you? Anyway, Sunderland with the free kick was taken by Doyle towards the far post. It's headed on, but Leno will come and collect that pretty comfortably for Arsenal. He's been the busier of the 2 goalkeepers so far, although having said that, he's only had 1 save to make, which was a shot from Alex Pritchard about 5 minutes ago. We've played 7.5 minutes at the Emirates. It is still Arsenal 0, Sunderland 0. It's been pretty bitty start to this game. Not really any pattern to the play yet, but Sunderland are certainly playing quite well. Arsenal have been a little bit sloppy, just giving the ball away again there, but actually that's going to be a free kick. Smith Rowe was fouled, and Arsenal are going to get themselves a free kick over on that far side. It was Bailey Wright with the foul, the Australian who's captain for Sunderland tonight, wears number 26, one of their 3 centre-halves. That's a long ball forward from Rob, holding up this near side, looking for Nicolas Pepe. He took a good touch on his chest. Can Nicolas Pepe beat the defender and get the ball into the box? Could be an opportunity for Arsenal to get a goal. The ball's deflected. He was looking for the run of Ødegaard, but it's gone out for a throw to Arsenal on this near side, which Ødegaard is going to take. Actually, no, he leaves it for Cedric Suarez instead. Ødegaard gets the ball from Suarez. and we'll see what comes of this attack from Arsenal, looking to get this goal very early in this game, give us a platform to build on. But I say Sunderland have started pretty well, you have to say. They've started this game in pretty good form, Sunderland. They've had one or two little moments. I didn't like the diving, I've got to be honest, and that was a bit annoying there from Ross Stewart. But other than that, I think Sunderland have played well in this game so far. The stream's just gone down for some reason. I don't know why. Let's see if I can get it back. Let's see if it will come back on. If not, I might have to try a different one. Yeah, it seems to be playing up that one. Let's see if the other one's any better. Yeah, here we go. That's better. So we are back. It is still 0-0. You haven't missed anything. 10 minutes played. Sunderland have had another attack actually down that far side. Good ball played into the box, but Rob Holding came across to tidy that up and stop that Sunderland attack. They played well, Sunderland, these opening 10 minutes. It was Winchester there with the ball. Carl Winchester, the Northern Ireland defender for Sunderland with that ball. Cedric Suarez now for Arsenal on this near side. Now Nicolas Pepe plays it in to Ødegaard. Gets it back Ødegaard, and he tries to switch the play over to that far side, looking for Balogun, who's turned away from defender Winchester that time. And it's gone out for a throw. I think it's going to be a throw to Sunderland, is it? No, I think the referee's give it to Arsenal. And it is going to be over on that far side. Nuno Tavares is going to take it. Balogun's looked pretty lively so far, actually. He's had a couple of good runs down that far side, playing off that left-hand side in Thierry Henry kind of territory. Although this season, of course, it's been recently, it's been Gabriel Martinelli territory, hasn't it? Coming in from that left-hand side, scoring some great goals. I'm sure Balogun would love a goal like that, wouldn't he, tonight as well? But we'll see what happens in this game. Ben White plays a square ball to Rob Holding, Arsenal's captain for the night. Rob Holding, of course. This is better play from Arsenal down that far side. This is a good run forward, actually. It's Nuno Tavares inside the Sunderland penalty area. Tries to play it across the goal. It got deflected. It's hit the bar. It comes back to Nicolas Pepe. His shot's deflected. I don't know if that was a proper effort there from... I think it was Nuno Tavares over on that far side. It looked like it got deflected off a Sunderland defender. We'll just have a look at that again. It was a ball played into the box there. It was actually off a Sunderland defender. It would have been an own goal. Hit the bar. And then Pepe's shot was deflected away. But that was a strange moment there. Almost an own goal there from Sunderland. And Nicolas Pepe couldn't take advantage of the rebound. It's gone out for a corner to Arsenal over on the far side. An opportunity for Arsenal to get the first goal. 12 minutes played, just over. We're going to have this corner now from the far side, played short in towards the near post of Balogun from Smith Rowe, gets it back into Ødegaard. Sunderland again and putting Arsenal under a lot of pressure, but still keep the ball. So over on that far side, Balogun right on the edge of the penalty area, plays it back to Ødegaard. Cross comes in, a shot on the volley there from Rob Holding, I think it was, goes away from the goal, and it's going to be a free kick now to Sunderland. Rob Holding there trying a spectacular volley, which he didn't really get a connection with at all. And it is going to be a free kick now to Sunderland. It was a good cross, actually. I think it was Cedric Suarez outside of his foot there, and Rob Holding and Balogun in the end conceded a foul with a pushing the back on right. And Sunderland can now build from the back, but they've just played the ball out for a throw to Arsenal again on this near side. 13 minutes played. Sunderland 0. Well, Arsenal 0, sorry. Sunderland 0. This Carabao Cup quarter-final tie. Can Arsenal progress to another semi-final under Mikel Arteta? The third semi-final it will be of his Arsenal managerial career. Of course, only 2 years in. It was 2 years yesterday, of course, since Mikel Arteta was appointed Arsenal manager. It's been a mixed bag, hasn't it, the 2 years, if we're totally honest. Obviously, winning the FA Cup was great. A couple of good performances in the semi-final and the final. Last season was very disappointing in the league. The semi-final of the Europa League was disappointing as well. But we seem to have pushed on a bit more this season with some good signings and some better, more consistent performances, especially at home. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag of 2 years, but ultimately we can finally maybe see some progress that's happened now with this team under this manager. And let's hope that can continue, because I think if it does, we've got a young team that's going to grow, and who knows, maybe we can really push on and become a force. But Sunderland are coming forward now. Again, that's a ball over the top. was looking for the run of Nathan Broadhead, but the ball ran away from him into the arms of Bernd Leno, who throws it out over to that far side to Florian Balogun, who's going forward. He's got Nuno Tavares, made a run outside him. Tavares now with across the ball. There's a penalty at Pepe coming in, but he couldn't get there. It was cleared away by Tom Flanagan, I think it was. It was a character in Cocktail that played by Tom Cruise. Anyway, Nuno Tavares over on that far side plays the ball back to El Neni. Arsenal starting to get on top of this game, but Sunderland are looking dangerous whenever they've had a counter-attack. But Arsenal in possession again. Ben White, he's got Cedric Suarez on this near side. Instead, he goes to Nicolas Pepe. Suarez goes around the outside of him. Pepe tries to go himself round two defenders. He was clipped. It is going to be a free kick. I think it was Gooch there, Lyndon Gooch, the American. I say he did score the winner at Wembley for Sunderland when they beat Tranmere in the Football League Trophy earlier this year. In fact, it wasn't Gooch that committed the foul; it was the other Sunderland player. Gooch was there as well, but it is a free kick to Arsenal, just on this near side, about 10 yards in from the penalty area, about 15 yards in from the touchline on this near side. Ødegaard and Cedric Suarez are over this. Got a feeling it might be Ødegaard with his left foot. He's going to curl this in towards the penalty spot. Will be a good place to put it. Arsenal got some bodies in there, White and Holding as well. Eddie Nketiah's in there. Can Arsenal get this goal from this free kick? It is Ødegaard, goes towards the far post. Goalkeeper comes. You think he just did enough there. Nketiah was coming in round the far post. Don't know whether the goalkeeper's pushed that behind for a corner or whether it was Eddie Nketiah or no one get a touch on it. Or was it actually the Sunderland defender? It's going to be a corner to Arsenal over on the far side. Arsenal's second corner from out there in quick succession. Balogun and Eddie Nketiah are in the 6-yard box, along with Ben White as well. It's going to be Smith Rowe with the corner. Swings in towards the near post. Header comes in for Arsenal. It's a good save. It's bundled over the line. It's 1-0. Arsenal have scored. Eddie Nketiah with the goal. Simple finish from the corner. Header came in. The goalkeeper pushed it out. And Eddie Nketiah was there. It was a simple finish. He couldn't really miss. And he's got another goal in this competition. And it is... It was actually a header from Rob Holding. The goalkeeper couldn't keep it out. It's a good header that was from Rob Holding. The goalkeeper saved it. And then Eddie Nketiah put it in with his knee. And it is 1-0 to the Arsenal, which is great to see. And surely that puts us in a big, strong position. I would have thought Sunderland's best chance was surely to have scored first. They've played well, but it's Arsenal that take the lead. Arsenal 1, Sunderland 0. Eddie Nketiah in the 17th minute puts Arsenal ahead. I say another goal for him in this competition. That's the third goal of the season for Eddie Nketiah. They've all come in this competition. Could be his last goal for Arsenal, couldn't it, if he leaves in January? And it could be the goal that sets us on our way to the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. Easy finish there. Not the most convincing finish, bouncing off his knee, but it was a goal. Anyway, Sunderland coming forward now down this near side with Lyndon Gooch just on the edge of the penalty area. Oh, that's an overhit cross. Poor delivery that was there from Gooch. He's looked pretty lively down that left-hand side, actually, for Sunderland. Put that cross in, but he didn't get that cross right at all. It's gone behind for a goal kick to Arsenal. Sunderland looking to try to find a way back into this game. 18 minutes played. It is 1-0 to the Arsenal. A familiar scoreline, of course. Arsenal playing it out from the back now, looking to try to get on the front foot, try and get the second goal, kill this tie off. At the moment, it's been looking pretty comfortable for Arsenal, has to be said. But Sunderland have had one or two moments, and Arsenal certainly can't relax quite yet. And Sunderland battling hard away over on that far side, looking to try and get something back into this game. They've certainly responded quite well to going behind, actually, has to be said. They're coming forward again down that far side. Sunderland with an opportunity to get across into the box. It comes into the near post. Good defending that was from Ben White. I think it was through himself at that, as it was Pritchard, I think, was coming in. And now Arsenal got an opportunity for a counter-attack. Nicolas Pepe down this near side. Is he going to get there first? No, he doesn't. Good defending by Sunderland there, as Arsenal looking to try to get a counter-attack. But in the end, the defender came across and put it out for a throw. But it's been a good response from Sunderland, actually, to going behind. You felt as though Arsenal could go on and get a real grip on this game, but Sunderland come back well there. Had a great cross that was into the box. There's a good defending, actually, from Ben White. I think it was Alex Pritchard. The ball was heading towards. He would have had a chance from maybe 5 or 6 yards. He would have fancied himself to equalise. But in the end, Ben White came across. Good defending. And now Arsenal have got a free kick, and it's going to be a yellow card. The first yellow card of this cup tie is going to go to a player in a yellow shirt for Sunderland. I think it's Gooch who's going to be booked for that foul there on Nicolas Pepe. Indeed, it is Gooch. Lyndon Gooch has been booked. Late challenge from behind. He can't really have too many complaints about that. And that's the first yellow card of this cup tie. The referee now is speaking to the Sunderland manager, Lee Johnson. Didn't seem very happy about it. I'm not quite sure what he was complaining about. It was clearly a foul, and it was clearly a yellow card, so I'm not quite sure what his problem was, Lee Johnson. But anyway, not to worry about that. He's been told to sit down and shut up, and that's fair enough. Holding now plays the ball forward, looking for Martin Odegaard, but he's tackled there. It's good play by Sunderland. They have battled well in this game in these early stages, but they are a goal down. That goal from Eddie Nketiah after 17 minutes. We've now played nearly 21. It is Arsenal 1, Sunderland 0. It's been a fairly scrappy first half, but Arsenal started to get on top, got the goal, and now coming forward again. Nicolas Pepe down this near side. Cedric Suarez goes outside him. Suarez, can he pick a cross out? He can towards the far post. Header comes in. It was Balogun on the far post. Should have done better there. Balogun, a great cross actually from Suarez. He powered forward down his right-hand side. It was Nicolas Pepe played it to him. A good cross to the far post, and Balogun really should have put that away. Lovely run that was from Suarez, a decent cross, and that's a header there from Balogun, puts it wide. Really should have put that in, or certainly put it on target. But Balogun, good opportunity for him now. In the under-23s, he buries that, doesn't he? But maybe a little bit more extra pressure on him at the Emirates, and he couldn't find the finish. Lovely cross from Cedric Suarez, actually. Really good stuff from the Portuguese right-back, who obviously lost his place to Tomiyasu, and he's struggled to get it back. But with an injury at Tomiyasu, he may well be featuring over these Christmas games, mightn't he, Cedric Suarez, if Tomiyasu doesn't make it. So good to see him get some minutes tonight. He's had a decent start. Cedric Suarez got forward well on a couple of occasions, and that was a really good cross, actually. Deserved a better finish. It's a long ball now from Leno, looking for goal scorer Eddie Nketiah. He does flick the ball on, but it's a Sunderland defender there. Just clips the ball out to that far side. Bailey Wright now to Carl Winchester for the Black Cats. You know, they are in yellow and blue tonight. Keeping possession here, Sunderland knocking the ball around pretty well, but it's not in a dangerous area for Arsenal at all. And the ball goes back to Winchester again for Sunderland. And into Bailey, comes over to this near side to Callum Doyle. Closed down by Nicolas Pepe, and in fact Nicolas Pepe wins the ball back. Eddie Nketiah to Smith Rowe to Balogun. Even a shot this time straight at the goalkeeper. Again, another opportunity for young Balogun. Again, maybe he wasn't at the greatest finish either from someone who scored so many goals this season in the under-23s. And Sunderland now actually have got a counter-attack down the far side. Arsenal going to pay for them, those couple of misses there from Balogun. Sunderland are now in possession with Dan Neil coming forward for Sunderland. It's over on that far side. Can they get a ball into the box? They've certainly got a few bodies forward. It is a whipped cross towards the 6-yard box, but Bernd Leno's there. Comfortable catch there for the Arsenal goalkeeper. Great chance to double the lead, though, from Balogun just before. Smith Rowe was heavily involved in that break. But again, the finish from Balogun lacked a little bit of conviction, if we're totally honest. And in the end, the ball went straight to goalkeeper Lee Burge. Now it's Cedric Suarez again down this near side. As the ball taken off him, actually it goes off the Portuguese, and it is going to be a throw to Sunderland. Just see this chance actually for Balogun there. It was a nice play from Arsenal. Odegaard, Smith Rowe played it onto Balogun. He didn't really get hold of that shot, did he? Comfortable save in the end for the goalkeeper. So not the best two finishes for Balogun. Certainly not what he'd be hoping for tonight. He'd love to get himself a goal or two, wouldn't he? Balogun, to really put himself in the frame to get more chances in the first team in the new year. Certainly on the bench. I mean, whether or not he's likely to start games at the moment, probably not. The position that we're in now in fourth place is not a time to be bringing inexperienced young players into a forward position, I don't think, at this moment. But certainly he should be on the bench maybe a bit more. Maybe if the under-23s weren't going so well, perhaps he would be. But anyway, he needs to make the most of this opportunity he's got tonight in the team, get himself a goal. But he's had two good opportunities, actually, as I said, in the last few minutes. And neither of them were particularly good finishes, were they? But anyway, Arsenal now have won a free kick, which they've taken quickly. Ben White plays it into Ødegaard, and Ben White gets it back again. Now, the only two actually who started this game that started the game at Leeds on Saturday evening. Good performance that was from Arsenal. Nicolas Pepe, another opportunity for him in the team, another rare opportunity for him as well. Cedric Suarez on this right-hand side, another decent delivery, but there's no Arsenal player in the penalty area. And Sunderland can get that ball away, but not very far. Or it just runs away from Pepe when it looked like he might have had an opportunity. And again, it's a counter-attacking chance for Sunderland, but they force back actually, and Arsenal can regroup. This ball played up this near side. A little bit of space here actually for number 9, Nathan Broadhead, running at the Arsenal defence. He's inside the penalty area. This is good play from Broadhead. He's looking to try and get a cross in. Instead, it comes to this near side to Gooch again. He's faced with El Neni. He's just inside the penalty area. Lyndon Gooch, can he get a cross in? He can towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Good header away from Rob Holding. Comes to the edge of the box. A shot comes in. It's high over the bar. Another opportunity for Sunderland. And they've actually had one or two, haven't they, in this first half? You have to say they've given it a decent go. This was a good cross again from Gooch on this near side. He's playing well, the American. A decent cross. Good header that was, though, from Rob Holding, who was involved in the goal, of course, earlier on in the first half. It was Rob Holding's header that was saved, that led to Eddie Nketiah forcing the ball home to give us the lead. But again, a decent opportunity for Sunderland, a decent attack down this near side, down the left. Gooch has definitely been their outlet down this side. He's put in one or two good balls, actually, but Arsenal have been defending them pretty well. Ben White on one occasion, and now it was Rob Holding, and now Nuno Tavares on one of his mazy little dribbles, plays the ball inside instead to Martin Ødegaard, now to Nicolas Pepe on this near side again. Suarez steams up outside him. Suarez now, can he put a good delivery in again? He plays it back to Pepe. This is a chance for 2-0. It is 2-0. Easy finish from Nicolas Pepe. A decent goal on the counter-attack that was from Arsenal. Good football from Arsenal. It is 2-0. Decent goal, a decent finish, and it's Nicolas Pepe. It is 2-0. See the goal again. It was a good move. Nicolas Pepe over on his near side. Again, it's Suarez going outside him. A good run. He is onside. And then he plays it back to Pepe. Nice touch. And then a deflected finish, but I think it was going in anyway. Good goal from Nicolas Pepe. And it is now 2-0 to Arsenal. And that should put us into the semi-final. You can't see Sunderland coming back from this now, can you, surely? I think it is going to be Arsenal in that semi-final. We've certainly been a lot more clinical. We could have scored 2 or 3 more goals. Sunderland have actually played quite well in these opening 27 minutes, but they do find themselves 2-0 down. Just the extra Premier League quality, international quality that Arsenal have has proved to be the difference so far in this game. But again, Cedric Suarez involved in that goal, in that attack. Good run down the outside on this near side, Arsenal's right. Clever ball as well, back to Pepe. He could have whipped it in. Instead, he just pulled it back to Pepe. Decent touch inside the box and a good finish from Pepe. Got a deflection, but it was on target. And it was probably going to go in anyway. But it is 2-0. Good play all round that from Arsenal. Good counter-attack. We've just lost the ball. Nuno Tavares over on that far side. Again, Sunderland have reacted quite well to conceding a goal. But unless they can find a goal of their own, they are going to be going out of this competition, which no one will be surprised about, I guess. But anyway, and Sunderland have won a throw over on that far side. But it is Arsenal 2, Sunderland 0. 2 contrasting goals, actually. One from a set piece, the first one, and that second one on a counter-attack. Good play from Arsenal and good play from Cedric Suarez, and a decent enough finish from Nicolas Pepe as well. Getting an opportunity to start a game now. Arsenal coming forward again. Again, it's with Nicolas Pepe, plays it to Smith Rowe. And over on that far side, Smith Rowe plays it out to Balogun just inside the penalty area. Florian Balogun plays the ball back to Nuno Tavares, chips it forward, looking for the run of Nicolas Pepe. But the Sunderland defenders there to clear the ball away, but not very far. El Neni picks it up. El Neni again plays it back to Rob Holding and just knocks it a sensible ball to Ben White inside the centre circle into Mohamed El Neni. Plays the ball forward to Eddie Nketiah, and Ben White gets it back inside the centre circle. Benjamin White, sorry, I do apologise. Plays the ball out to Smith Rowe. Now Arsenal looking for a third goal to really kill this tie off. All that was almost threaded through there to Balogun, but Sunderland defender got it away. But Arsenal picked it up again. Arsenal looking sharp, winning the ball back up high up the pitch. Cedric Suarez again. El Neni. Now Erdegaard cuts inside, switches the play to Nuno Tavares. Plays it out to this far side to Balogun again. He's got two defenders in front of him. Plays it back to Mohamed El Neni. Plays it back to Tavares. Now Smith Rowe tried to go past the player, but it was a good tackle actually. And now Sunderland again. They get the ball forward very quickly, don't they, when they win possession? They've got an opportunity now in the centre circle to come forward. This is a good counter-attack. Actually, they've got a man over here, Sunderland. That's a good ball through. It's going to be a goal, is it, for Sunderland? They have pulled one back. It is 2-1. That's a good finish from Sunderland. That's a counter-attack. They've looked dangerous, haven't they, on one or two occasions, actually, so far in this game. I think, is that Pritchard with the finish? No, it's Broadhead with the finish. Nathan Broadhead, the Welshman, puts away the goal. It was a decent goal from Sunderland. It was a good counter-attack through the middle of the pitch, actually. It was good play there initially inside the centre circle. That's a good ball, and Broadhead was over in space. He was onside just. Good ball to him, and he just managed to dink it over Leno into the goal there. And it is 2-1, and suddenly Sunderland have got a goal back straight away. Good finish that was, actually. That's the finish of a centre-forward, isn't it? Centre-forward who scored a lot of goals. Ben White maybe caught out a little bit there. Should have stepped up and played him offside. He didn't. And Sunderland have got a goal back, and that certainly makes it interesting, doesn't it? Well played, Sunderland. It was a good goal there, a good move, and a good finish. And it certainly made the game interesting, if nothing else. I'm sure it's not going to make any difference to the final outcome, but it was a good goal and a good finish there by the Welshman. Arsenal coming forward straight away, looking for a third goal. There's been a flurry of activity in the last couple of minutes. It is Arsenal 2, Sunderland 1. It's been a decent first half. There's not been a lot of pattern to the play, really. Arsenal have dominated the possession, as you'd expect. Sunderland have worked hard, and Arsenal have maybe had one or two opportunities they could have taken. They're coming forward again down that far side. Smith Rowe looking for Balogun, who's done well, and he's won a corner over on that far side. Or has he? May well be a goal kick, actually. I said Sunderland had responded well to conceding the goals twice, and they did it again, almost conceded straight away, actually. Eddie Nketiah, a lovely touch, tried to dink it over the goalkeeper, who was outside of his area, but he headed it away. So it wasn't a foul. And it is actually a goal kick in the end to Sunderland. Their fans behind the goal now have really got something to cheer. And the team have got something to build on as well. That counter-attacking goal from Sunderland just a couple of moments after Arsenal got a second. And now Sunderland are in again, are they? This could be a second opportunity for Sunderland to get an equaliser inside the penalty area over on that far side. Cuts inside. Good defending from Nuno Tavares. He waited. He was patient. But Arsenal still haven't really cleared the ball away properly yet. Sunderland still in possession on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area. Ball played over to that far side. Sunderland didn't perhaps make the most of that, actually. Maybe they should have whipped the ball into the box a little bit earlier. They wanted to play a little bit too much football on the end, and in the end it was good play by Nuno Tavares, a good tackle inside the box. But Sunderland are still in possession, pinning Arsenal back. Their certainly tails are up now following that goal from Broadhead, which has given Sunderland a lifeline in this tie. They're coming forward again down that far side. A little bit of space now. Again, Sunderland maybe delaying putting a cross in, and maybe they could have done and put Arsenal's defence under pressure, but they have kept possession again over on that far side. The Black Cats from Sunderland passing the ball around well. This is a good spell, actually, for the visitors from League One, of course, let's not forget. But they're certainly up for this cup tie. Again, they're knocking the ball around pretty well. It's Neil now. Dan Neil plays it out to that far side again, but that's a good header from Balogun doing his defensive duties, but not very well. Now Sunderland coming forward again. A shot comes in from the edge of the box. Leno's forced into a save at full stretch. Sunderland coming close to an equaliser. What a turnaround that would have been. It's a good effort, that actually. Shot, ball played out to that far side. He cut inside. I think it was Winchester with his shot. He was going in. That's a decent save from Bernd Leno, to be fair. Down to his right-hand side, pushed it round the post. And Sunderland have got a corner. We played 34 minutes. It is Arsenal 2, Sunderland 1. But Sunderland are pushing for this equaliser, having gone 2-0 down. It's their first corner of the game. They're lined up like a train by the penalty spot, the Sunderland players. No doubt this is a routine that they've worked on a few times. Is it going to pay dividends for them? Is it going to give them an equaliser? This is going to be a testing moment maybe for the Arsenal defence here in this game. Coming up towards half-time, the Sunderland train at this corner, is it going to produce the equaliser? The corner comes in to the far post. There's a free header comes in. Oh, good defensive header again. That was by Nuno Tavares again, but he's going to go out for a corner to Sunderland over on the far side this time. So Arsenal are going to have to defend this one again. Again, the Sunderland players line up like a train on the edge of the box. Can Arsenal deal with this corner? So this is a good spell from Sunderland, actually putting Arsenal under pressure as we 10 minutes away from half-time. Arsenal 2, Sunderland 1. It's been a good effort this from the League One side, you have to say. And now they've got a set-piece opportunity with this corner from the far side to get the equaliser. It's played in towards the far post. The header comes in from Sunderland. It's not particularly good header. El Nini made sure that he didn't get too far, and Arsenal do manage to clear the ball away. But Arsenal kind of giving it away. Arsenal been a bit sloppy, actually, in the last 5 minutes since scoring the second goal. Whether we kind of switched off thinking the job was done, but it certainly isn't. Sunderland have come back into this game pretty well, and they're coming forward again down the far side. This is good spell, this from Sunderland. Can they get across in? They can't. Again, it's blocked by Nuno Tavares, but Sunderland again keep possession. They're passing the ball around well. And again, they've got it out to that far side. Sunderland coming forward again on the edge of the penalty. A nice little 1-2 on the edge of the box. It's played out again to the far side. Cross comes in, but it's deflected behind. It's going to be a throw. Balogun again doing his defensive work. It's Pritchard out there over on that far side. Sunderland's right. He's taken a throw, actually, Pritchard. Alex Pritchard. Cross comes in again towards the near post. Rob Holding stoops to head that away. But again, Arsenal haven't really cleared it particularly well. And Sunderland have now got a free kick. Smith Rowe has conceded it. And it's a dangerous position this for Sunderland, actually, over on that far side. Smith Rowe did lead with his arm. Although he's gone down injured, actually, a little bit, Smith Rowe. He has conceded the free kick. It was a foul on Tom Flanagan. And Sunderland got a free kick. It's just in line with the edge of the penalty area, but about 10, 15 yards outside. In fact, it must be 10 yards outside because the wall of Arsenal is lined up right on that penalty area line. This is a free kick to Sunderland in a dangerous position. If they can whip this in, it's going to cause Arsenal some problems. 36 minutes played. It is still Arsenal 2, Sunderland 1, but Sunderland looking for this shock equaliser. It certainly would be a shock equaliser if they were to get it. His free kick's coming. It's going to be Alex Pritchard again with a free kick. It's a dangerous ball. It's a free header from 6 yards. Oh, he's put it wide. Tom Flanagan it was there. A beautiful free kick actually whipped in by Pritchard. I think he may have been offside actually anyway. He wasn't given as offside. There is no VAR. But that's a free header from 6 yards there from the defender Flanagan. He really should have put that in. He's headed it across the goal, but he's put it the wrong side. That was a bad miss, actually. Arsenal had a let off there. Flanagan, the defender, doesn't score too many goals. He won't get too many better opportunities than that to have made a hero for himself on Weir's side. A good header. A good headed opportunity. So it wasn't a good header. It was a bad header. He put it wide at a post when he had the whole goal to aim at from literally, 5 yards. Beautiful free kick actually whipped in there from Alex Pritchard from over on that far side. Sunderland really should be level. That header was a bad. It was worse than Balogun's one at the other end a bit earlier, actually. But Sunderland should be level, and they may well end up regretting that miss, actually, as this game goes on. They're not going to get too many more opportunities, you wouldn't imagine. Certainly not clear opportunities like that. That was a really good chance. And you have to say Sunderland have been the better team in the last 10 minutes since Arsenal's second goal. Sunderland really got back into this game. They're playing some good football. They've got themselves a goal back, and I say they just missed what was, I wouldn't say call it a sitter, but it was a really, really good chance for Flanagan, who should have scored. Sunderland again have picked up the loose ball. They're winning a lot of 50-50 balls now. Sunderland are trying to come forward again, but El Nini breaks up that attack, and now Smith Rowe can lead at the counter-attack for Arsenal. Can we get this third goal before half-time? Surely that would seal it. Ødegaard now for Arsenal coming forward very central. He's got Nicholas Pepe inside the penalty area. Nicholas Pepe cuts back onto his left foot. He's got Suarez outside him. It's a decent cross again towards the far post. Sunderland head it away. but not very far. And then he picks the ball up. That was a bit better from Arsenal. That Pepe switches the cross over to the far side. He's overhit that. And it's going to be a goal kick to Sunderland. That was a slightly better counter-attack. Again, Suarez was heavily involved down this near side. Again, it was Pepe found him. It looked like he had a lot of work to do, Suarez, to keep that ball in, but he whipped it back across the box. And Sunderland did manage to scramble the ball away. But again, it was good play from Sunderland, from Arsenal. It's a good counter-attack. And Sunderland managed to survive that. He is still 2-1. Smith Rowe now dispossessed on halfway. And again, Sunderland are winning a lot of 50-50 balls now. But the ball has gone back to Bernd Leno. He made a good save actually in between all that, didn't he? I think it was a shot from Winchester that was curling in. Leno at full stretch pushed that round the post. That was a good save as well. So Sunderland have had 2 or 3 opportunities actually to get this equaliser since they scored the goal. It has been, a decent response from the League One side, but Arsenal now back in possession. Cedric Suarez dinks the ball over the top, looking for Nicolas Pepe again. Pepe inside the box. Is Pepe going to get another goal? He's gone down. Referee says no. Pepe is still down inside the penalty area. He was leaning into the defender. You could see what he was looking for. Was there contact? Not sure. We're going to have to look at the replay. I'm sure they're going to show a replay very soon, but I didn't think it was enough for a penalty. I've got to be honest, at first watch. Pepe was leaning back into the defender. He looked as though he was keen to go down. He did go down. And the referee, who's Rob Jones, was not having any of that. He turned away Sunderland's appeals very early in his first half. And he's turned away Nicolas Pepe's appeals there. But Pepe now is on the ball again. Again, he's got Suarez bombing forward outside him. He's a different sort of right back to Tomiyasu, isn't he, Cedric Suarez? He gets forward a lot better, doesn't he? Well, a lot more often. He steams forward down that right side. Arsenal again looking for a flick on just on the edge of the penalty area. Sunderland again, they're giving the ball away. Eddie Nketiah working hard. He's played well, Eddie Nketiah, actually. Got himself a goal, and I think he's working hard, and he's running that line really well, actually. They're just going to show the replay of that now, the possible penalty. Pepe was leaning back into him. No, I don't think that's a penalty. I think the referee got that one dead right. He was leaning back. He was always looking to go down, and the referee was spot on with that. So with no VAR, he's got to make an instant decision. My instant reaction was it wasn't a penalty, and the referee agreed. Would have been very, very harsh, wouldn't it? You know, without a shadow of a doubt. Anyway, we are now into the last couple of minutes of this first half. It's been a good effort from Sunderland, this actually. They've played really well. But Arsenal, again, coming forward, looking for this third goal, which would surely kill it off. Eddie Nketiah with a cross over hit, though, and there's going to be no Arsenal player. It's going to go out to a throw to Sunderland over on that far side. 42 minutes played in this first half. Arsenal 2, Sunderland 1. It's been end-to-end stuff at times, actually. Both teams trying to play on a counter-attack. Arsenal have got did get a 2-goal lead with goals from Eddie Nketiah and Nicolas Pepe. And then Sunderland instantly pulled one back with Nathan Broadhead, a good counter-attacking goal from Sunderland, keep this game alive, and they've missed 1 or 2 opportunities to get an equaliser. Coming forward again down that far side, but linesman's flags up this time, and it is going to be. It was Carl Winchester there, I think it was, over on that far side. No, actually, it wasn't. It was Broadhead, the scorer. Nicolas Pepe now on this near side for Arsenal, plays it back to Mohamed El Neni. Can Arsenal get this third goal before half-time to give us a little bit of breathing space in the second half? Of course, there are some big guns on the bench for Arsenal. Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, Xhaka, Partey. So lots of players that can come on and make a difference maybe later on in this game. Now Nuno Tavares down that far side, cuts back in, dinks the ball across towards Martin Odegaard. He flicks it on towards Pepe, who's got there now on this far side. This near side, plays it back to Suarez. Pepe gets it back again. Again, he's got Suarez outside him, but instead opts to go square to Mohamed El Neni. Again, it's played to this near side to Cedric Suarez. Dinks across towards the near post. It's flicked on by Pepe. There's not an Arsenal body there. It comes out to Smith on the edge of the box. It's a good strike and a decent save, actually, from Burge. Arsenal looking to get that third goal. Very close there. Smith Rowe again, top scorer this season. Emil Smith Rowe. And there's an injury to a Sunderland player as well. I think it's the goal scorer, actually, Broadhead, who's gone down. But that was an opportunity there for Arsenal. Good strike from Emil Smith Rowe and a good save as well from goalkeeper Lee Burge. It's a good attack this from Arsenal. Again, Suarez was involved. It was flicked on. Sunderland didn't really clear it. It's a volley from Smith Rowe. It was going in, and a good save that was there from the goalkeeper. We're now into the last minute of this first half, and he's going to be Broadhead, who's getting some treatment on the pitch for Sunderland, the goal scorer. It was just in that clash there with Rob Holding just before. He just caught Ozzy on his ankle. It looks like he may have been. I don't think it was a foul, but he was caught there by Rob Holding. And he's now getting treatment, the Welshman. He won't want to go off, will he, having scored in this game? Sunderland's top scorer this season, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to continue. He is getting treatment. He may well not return for the second half. We are coming down now to the final few seconds of this first half. There will be a bit of stoppage time now, of course. There would have been anyway. Broadhead is now getting back to his feet again following that delay. They're just showing the goals again. Eddie Nketiah's simple finish with his knee to put Arsenal 1-0 up. And then it was Pepe and Suarez combining down this near side. And then Pepe's shot from about 10 yards deflected into the roof of the net to make it 2-0. But then Sunderland got one back almost straight away. Good play in midfield. It was a nice ball through from Neil. Then the second pass through was from Embleton. And then a really good finish from Broadhead to make it 2-1. And I say Sunderland had one or two opportunities to equalise since then. But anyway, Broadhead is back on his feet again. He's looks like he's going to be going off, is he? We are going to have 3 minutes of stoppage time anyway at the end of this first half. We've played almost a minute of it. And in fact, he's going to go off. He's not going to be able to continue. And it is going to be Denver Hume who will be replacing him. So the goal scorer, Broadhead, Sunderland's top scorer this season, has had to go off with that injury. He looks very disappointed. And it's Denver Hume that's come on, the youngster, for Sunderland. Broadhead's very disappointed. Obviously, as you can imagine, got himself a goal. But he's going to play no further part in this cup tie. He's had to be replaced, and it's Hume, Denver Hume, that's come on. And Arsenal now have regained possession with Ben White. Finds Rob Holding over on that far side for Arsenal. We've played 1.5 minutes of the 3 of stoppages. There may be a little bit more. Well, Sunderland made that substitution. Nicholas Pepe now on his near side. He's dispossessed. And Sunderland can come forward again. Are they going to get an equaliser before half-time? Gooch now charging forward down that near side. He's then fouled, is he? Referee says no. And Cedric Suarez can bring the ball away and he kicks it clear up the line. But again, it only comes to a Sunderland body. They're coming forward again. They've played well, Sunderland, actually. You've got to give them credit. Dan Neal now plays it into the penalty area. Well, it was a mistake there from Rob Holding out. It was Ben White, actually. The ball almost ran away from him, but he did recover. He's put it out for a corner. We're into the last minute of this first half, and Arsenal are sort of hanging on a little bit. In fact, Arsenal have been very, very sloppy since the second goal, it has to be said. Sunderland have been the better team in the last 15 minutes of this first half. They took that corner quickly. Cross comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. I think there was a header away there from Rob Holding, but still it's in the penalty area. It is with Flanagan, sorry. Missed that headed opportunity, didn't he, to bring Sunderland level. They've still got the ball over on that far side with Pritchard. Can he get a cross in? No, he's kept possession though. Shot comes in from distance, but it's straight at Leno. We are now into the last 20 seconds of this first half. That was a shot there from Elliot Embleton, I think it was, from about 25 yards. Pretty comfortable it was for Bernd Leno. He's had to make 1 or 2 saves in his first half. He's probably been the busier keeper, actually. Lee Burge has only had to really make a couple of saves plus the 2 goals. And in fact, there goes the half-time whistle. It is half-time at the Emirates. Arsenal 2, Sunderland 1. It's been a lively first half. There's been action at both ends. Arsenal looked in complete control, actually. Eddie Nketiah scored after just 17 minutes to give Arsenal the lead. From a corner it was. Rob Holding's header was pushed out by the Sunderland goalkeeper Lee Burge, and Eddie Nketiah put it over the line with his knee from close range. And then 15 minutes later it was 2-0. Suarez and Pepe have linked up quite well down his near side. Arsenal's right in that first half. The two combined well. Pepe found Suarez. He pulled the ball back. Pepe took a touch in the air and his shot was deflected. It looped up into the roof of the net, and that was 2-0, and Arsenal looked in complete control. But Sunderland, who had played well actually up until that point anyway, did pull a goal back very soon afterwards. It was a great ball through from Elliot Embleton, found the run of Nathan Broadhead. He got inside the penalty area, the wrong side of Ben White, and dinked it over Bernd Leno to make it 2-1. Sunderland came very close to an equaliser, a free kick. It was over on that far side from Alex Pritchard, whipped in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. A diving header from defender Tom Flanagan. Should have scored, should have hit the target, but he put it wide. And Sunderland didn't manage to get the equaliser. So Arsenal do lead, but it's certainly been an interesting first half. And the tie certainly isn't done, is it? You've got to give Sunderland credit because they gave that a good go, actually. They've played well the League One side. I knew they'd give everything that they had. They've certainly done that. And actually, that goal from Nathan Broadhead is the first goal we've conceded in this competition this season. But we are still in the driving seat to reach the semi-final. It's just a matter now of if we can finish this off and see what happens in the second half. But Arsenal certainly in a really good position at the moment. Let's hope that we can push that advantage on and go on and get through because, Cup semi-final, we've got no Europe. We definitely need something here, don't we, if we're going to keep the season alive domestically in terms of trophies. We're not going to win the league. This is one of only 2 cups that we could win potentially, so we need to give it a go. And it's not done yet, is it? But we'll see what happens. It is 2-1 to Arsenal, though, and that's as good as we can have expected, I guess, in that first half. We've missed a couple of chances as well. Balogun had 1 or 2, didn't he, that he perhaps could have done better with a header and a shot at a far post. So, yeah, there's been 1 or 2 opportunities at both ends. There could have been a lot more goals, actually. You have to say it's been a pretty decent game of football. It's been a good to watch. There's been a lot of action, a lot of excitement, and it is Arsenal 2, Sunderland 1. It's been a good game. And Arsenal are winning, which makes it even better. But yeah, you have to give Sunderland a lot of credit for that performance. So yeah, we have to give credit where it's due. They've played well, but obviously we are in control of our destiny to reach this final, which if we do would be good, wouldn't it? So let's hope that we can. But we've got a lot of work to do in the second half. It's certainly not over this game, not by any means. But we are pretty much in control of the situation. So let's see how the second half goes. We're coming up very shortly. I'm just going to go and grab myself a drink. So please stay tuned and we'll be back very, very soon for the second half. Hello, Ian. Welcome back. We're getting ready for the second half at the Emirates. This Carabao Cup quarter-final tie. Arsenal are 2-1 up, as you can see on the screen there. It's been a good watch in the first half. It's been lots of goal-mouth action, lots of goals, lots of chances, and Arsenal do lead as you would have expected. But I say Sunderland have had a decent game. They've played well, certainly deserved their goal back, and they could even be level because they did miss a really simple header to have made it 2-2 with defender Flanagan. So Arsenal are in front, but the game certainly isn't won as yet, and we've still got a lot of work to do. So we'll see what the second half brings, which will be getting underway very, very shortly, I'm sure. And yeah, let's see if Arsenal can finish the job. I do think we will win. I do think we will get a couple of more opportunities, 2 or 3 more opportunities as a half wears on, and I do think we'll take a couple of them, and I can see us maybe winning this game 4-1. But that would certainly be no reflection on Sunderland, who I say have played well. So, but ultimately, the most important thing in cup ties is going through. And if you play well and you lose, then obviously you don't really want that, do you? You want to get through to the next round, and that's obviously what we want to do. And we're in a great position, of course, to do that, aren't we? At the moment, 2-1 up at half time. So let's see what the second half brings. I say Sunderland now have had to take off their goal scorer, their top scorer, Nathan Broadhead, took his goal well, but we're not going to see him in the second half because he had to go off. He was replaced by Denver Hume just before half time. The only change that there's been. We'll see if Arsenal make any during the break. I say we've got some big hitters on the bench, haven't we? Tierney, Gabriel, Partey, Xhaka, Saka, Martinelli, and Lacazette. So we've got some big names there. Plus, as well, I say young Charlie Patino. It'd be nice if he could get on, wouldn't it, for his first team debut at some point in the second half. Although I'm sure that wouldn't happen until maybe the game was won in terms of the scoreline. If we maybe go 4 or 5 goals, if we get 4 or 5 goals up, then he may come on. But if it stays at 2-1, I can't see Charlie Patino coming on. I do think it will be maybe Lacazette or a Martinelli or a Bukayo Saka perhaps to try and seal the victory and put us through. So we'll see what happens. We've got Tracy in the chat. There, Tracy, thanks for tuning in. She says, "Hi, Rich. Hope you're well." Yeah, not too bad at all. Come on, you Gunners. Only we lose this is from our mistakes. Yeah, the only way we lose is from our mistakes. No, I totally agree. Hopefully, we get a few more. Get Charlie on. Yeah, I think if we get a few more, we'll get Charlie on. I don't think we'll get Charlie on unless we've got the game won. As I say, I don't know. It'd be a bit of a risk, wouldn't it, for Arteta to do that when it was 2-1. I'm expecting maybe Bukayo Saka to come on, Martinelli perhaps at some point in the second half. We'll see. But yeah, let's hope that we can get the job done. It's been a strange performance in many ways because we looked in total control at 2-0. Although I didn't think we'd played really, really well. We'd done enough to get ourselves 2-0 up, and then fair play to Sunderland. They've come back in it. So yeah, we've maybe caused our own issues in a way. We've set off a little bit, haven't we, when we went 2-0 up, which is something we've done a few times in the Premier League as well, isn't it? So we'll see what happens in the second half. But we need to be more focused. We need to win a lot more 50-50 balls because I think Sunderland have probably won more 50-50 challenges, haven't they, in that first half? And that's why they've given themselves a lifeline really in the game. So we just need to be a little bit better all round, aren't we? A little bit more tidier. We have created a few opportunities because we've got some top quality in the final third, haven't we? I have to say, I think Eddie Nketiah has played well. I have to say that. I do think he's had a good game, got himself a goal, as I said, and I think he's played well in that first half, as he has done when he's come on in the Premier League recently. Is he playing for a new contract, or, well, he said he doesn't want to sign a new contract, so is he playing for a good move away? Let's hope not, because I think he could have a future at Arsenal. When you look at Aubameyang's probably going to be going, and maybe Eddie Nketiah might look at that and think, you know what, maybe there's an opportunity here for me to get more minutes, to get more game time. That's what he wants. That's what everybody wants, don't they? Any player wants to be playing more minutes, and he can maybe see an opportunity now, perhaps. But we'll see what happens. Either way, it's good news for Arsenal, because if he's playing well at the minute, then if he stays, it's good for us, and if he leaves, we could maybe get a bit more money for him, because he's, more clubs might be looking at him and seeing the good form that he's in, and hopefully that might make a difference. So it's a win-win for us at this moment in time. Let's see if we can get another goal in the second half to really put us in control. And I do think the next goal in this game is going to be the crucial one, isn't it? I think if we get a third, make it 3-1, I think that possibly that'll be that for Sunderland, and I think our extra quality will show, and I think we'll go on and win reasonably comfortably. But if Sunderland do equalise, and we've thrown away a two-goal lead, then who knows? It'll be anybody's game at that point, wouldn't it? And we'd have to really try and dig in and scrap it out. But we'll see. I'll say that the first goal in the second half is going to perhaps decide exactly where this game goes. Anyway, the teams are out now for the second half. As you can see, there we go. That's live from the Emirates. And it is, I say, Arsenal 2, Sunderland 1. And we are just about to kick off for the second half. Tracy says there, we are doing great on set pieces this season. Great to see hard work paying off and not hitting the first man like the last few seasons. That's good. I mean, we have got a new set piece coach, and you can see the difference it's made, because we are looking a lot more dangerous from free kicks and the corners. We're scoring a lot more goals, aren't we, from set pieces actually this season. And we got a goal, obviously that first goal was from a set piece as well. Sunderland are going to kick off this second half in yellow and blue, yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks. They'll be attacking the goal to our right, the clock end, where their fans are gathered as well. So they'll have a little bit extra motivation in the second half as well. The fans behind that goal cheering them on. Arsenal, of course, in red and white, as you would expect. We are attacking the goal to our left, which is the North Bank, for those familiar with the Emirates Stadium. Of course, Sunderland fans have got a hold of that clock end as well. A big turnout for them tonight. There's a Sunderland player down injured actually at the moment. It is Ross Stewart, who did, of course, dive earlier in that first half, which wasn't very nice to see, but he's now injured and he's getting some treatment on the pitch very early in his second half. It was Balogun he had a collision with. They kind of crashed into each other, and did Balogun stand on his foot there? Possibly. But anyway, he has gone down. He's getting some treatment now. The Scotsman for Sunderland, looks like it's his ankle. The last thing Sunderland will have to do is make another substitution. Having made one just before half time when goal scorer Nathan Broadhead had to go off injured. But Stewart is now back on his feet again, and he has obviously got to go over to the touchline, having received some treatment on the pitch. But I think he's going to be okay to carry on for now anyway, and we'll see what happens there. And some say I've already had to make a substitution, but anyway, we have now restarted. Leno played the ball out to Rob Holding, and he found Ben White, and Ben White again now in possession for Arsenal. Plays it square to Holding, who's defended pretty well in this game, Rob Holding. Of course, he did play a big part in the goal as well, didn't he? The first goal was his header that was saved that led to Eddie Nketiah scoring the goal. So he's had a decent game, the captain tonight, Rob Holding, another player whose future's maybe a little bit uncertain. He's not, again, another player who's not playing enough minutes. You see, that's the problem without European football, isn't it? It's getting players enough minutes on the pitch. We're keeping a pretty steady, solid 11 in the Premier League week after week at the minute, not making too many changes. So the rest of the squad aren't getting to play very much. And that's the issue, isn't it? Not being in Europe, I suppose. And there's going to be one or two players that will be very unsettled and will be looking maybe to get away, to get first team football. Rob Holding comes into that bracket. And again, he's another one that's played well tonight. Nicolas Pepe has scored another one, not getting many minutes in the Premier League. He scored a goal tonight. I don't think he's played that well, if I'm totally honest. Given the ball away a little bit too easily at times, but he has got himself a goal. His second goal of the season. The first one was also in his competition as well against West Brom in the second round. The first time we played in the second round for a long time, not been in Europe. The Sunderland have started the second half on the front foot as they finished the first half. They're coming forward down this near side. This is quite good play actually from them. It's a cross, comes in across the 6-yard box, all the way across to the far post. Nobody was there, and actually it's going to be Hume. Can't keep it in. But another dangerous moment that from Sunderland, actually. They whip that ball in. Pritchard again, he's on the near side this time. Pritchard over on the right for Sunderland. Good cross that was again. He's put in 2 or 3 good balls. Actually, he looks a good player, actually, Pritchard. Alex Pritchard for Sunderland's had a decent game. But that cross there was too deep in the end, and no Sunderland player could get on the end of it. That clearance was a little bit wild, actually, from Arsenal. We've given the ball away again. No, we haven't. It's a free kick conceded there. It was Bailey Wright with the free kick, which Lee Johnson obviously is not happy about, but he's never very happy, is he? He looks very like his dad, doesn't he? If anyone remembers Gary Johnson, former Yeovil manager, that is Lee Johnson's dad. They did actually play against each other, didn't they, a few years ago when Gary was at Yeovil and Lee was at Bristol City, I think it was. And that was, I think, the first time for many years that a father and son have been opposing managers in a game in England. But anyway, Arsenal coming forward now on his near side with Balogun. Plays the ball up the line to Nuno Tavares. He's done well. Tavares, he's got past his man inside the penalty area, whips the ball across the 6-yard box. It's a goal. It is 3-1. Eddie Nketiah's got another one. Surely that seals it. That was a decent bit of play, that was. Nuno Tavares did really, really well there, actually. Lovely ball across the box and a decent finish as well from Eddie Nketiah. He's got his second. Good move that was there. You could see the play build up here down his near side. Tavares played it into Balogun. He gets it back. Tavares just gets past his man there. Really good play. And then he whipped a decent cross in towards the near post. Good play from Eddie Nketiah attacking the ball. That's what you want to see your centre forward doing, attacking that near post area. He did. Nice flicked finish. Very similar to a goal he got against Everton in the Premier League a couple of years ago, Eddie Nketiah. Good play from Nuno Tavares. That's a good cross. Put it into that right area inside the 6-yard box. Great movement from Eddie Nketiah. And surely that should seal our place. I did say that first goal in the second half was going to be crucial. And it is Arsenal that's got it very early on in the second half. Eddie Nketiah again with his second of the night. 49 minutes played. It is Arsenal 3, Sunderland 1. And we have got 1 foot now, maybe even 1.5 feet into that semi-final. But Sunderland say every time we've scored previously, they've responded well. Are they going to have another response in them? Have they got anything else in them to come back and attacking straight away again down that far side? They're playing well here, Sunderland. Again, they're coming forward. They're certainly not shy in attacking, are they? They get inside the penalty. They've got an opportunity straight away. Oh, they didn't make the most of that there, Neil. Couldn't sort his feet out there, Neil, inside the penalty area. But good play again that was from Sunderland. Pritchard again heavily involved. And in the end, it's gone off Ben White for a corner to Sunderland. But yeah, that was a good opportunity actually from Neil to get a shot away. But anyway, Sunderland do have a corner, so the chance hasn't gone yet. They have still got an opportunity to get another goal. Again, they're lining up like a train by the penalty spot. It hasn't worked so far for them, but this could be a better corner. Is it in towards the near post, headed away by Ben White this time? Good header, actually. It's gone out for a throw over on that far side. Pritchard is going to take it. He did take that corner as well. He seems to take a lot of their set pieces, doesn't he, Pritchard? Last time we played Sunderland in a cup tie at the Emirates was in the FA Cup in 2016. We did win 3-1 on that particular occasion as well. So maybe we're going to repeat that scoreline today if it stays like this. Well, there's still plenty of time for there to be more goals at both ends. Again, Sunderland coming forward here, down that far side. They're certainly giving this a good go. Over on that far side, can they get across into the penalty? No, they can't. Good defending. That was there by Cedric Suarez. It was Gooch over on that far side. The American couldn't quite get past Suarez. But again, Sunderland picked the ball up, crossing towards the near post. But Holding comes across. And it was offside anyway. The offside flag was up. And it will be a free kick to Arsenal. But again, Sunderland have conceded a goal and they've responded to that in a positive way, putting us on the back foot, getting balls into the box and having one or two little opportunities, not great opportunities to score, but they're just showing a goal again. Tavares, great play from that left-hand side, lovely cross, great finish from Eddie Nketiah. His second goal of the night, his fourth of the season. They've all come in this competition. And it may well be the goal that sends Arsenal into the semi-final. Arsenal coming forward again now with Martin Ødegaard. He's pretty quiet night, actually. Smith Rowe plays the ball out to this near side to Balogun, just on the edge of the Sunderland penalty. Balogun cuts back in, tries a shot, it's blocked. Gets the ball back again, though, does Balogun. Elneny, Smith Rowe dinks it in towards the penalty for Eddie Nketiah. Of course, now he's on a hat-trick, let's remember. He's won the ball again. Was he fouled? Referee says no. But now it's a foul by Balogun on right. The referee is coming across. The Sunderland players aren't very happy about it. And it is going to be a yellow card for Balogun, actually. It must have been for the first foul. And it is going to be a free kick to Sunderland. He won the ball back first of all there really well, Eddie Nketiah. Sunderland were claiming that was a foul, but actually Balogun then came in late. Balogun can't have too many complaints. That foul on right was a foul quite clearly, and he's got himself a yellow card following Balogun. He'll be desperate to get himself a goal as well, won't he, in the remaining time of this game. A rare first team opportunity for the youngster, 20 years old. Like many of this Arsenal team, it's a very young Arsenal team, isn't it? But you certainly can't moan at how they've been playing, these young guys, this season. And Balogun will be desperate for a goal now. Picked the ball up there. Eddie Nketiah is chasing this down the near side. It goes back to the goalkeeper. It's a bit of a heavy one. Can Eddie Nketiah put him under pressure? He can, but goalkeeper Burge does well there. Actually plays it out to the far side, and Sunderland are coming forward again. They look to get the ball forward quickly, don't they? Again, they're coming forward down that far side. Good play from Sunderland. Keeping possession. Switch to play inside. They've got players over on this near side now. Can they get a ball into the box? This is good play. It's right there. Plays a ball inside. Shot comes into curling effort. Oh, it's hit the outside of the post. Again, Sunderland have come close. Leno was beaten there at full stretch. I think he may well have had that cover. That was Elliot Embleton with the effort, cutting in from this left-hand side onto his right foot. Curled it round. In fact, I don't think Leno would have got there. That was unlucky, that actually. That was a great effort there from Embleton. Curling away from Leno. Hit the outside of the post. Wow. Real good opportunity that was there for Sunderland to get a goal back. Now, there's a substitution for Arsenal. It's going to be Granit Xhaka, everybody's favourite player, who is coming on. He's going to replace Balogun, actually. I don't know if Balogun's got an injury, but Balogun has gone off, and it is Granit Xhaka who's come on for Arsenal. There's going to be a slight change of shape. That must be an injury, surely, because you can't see Granit Xhaka replacing Balogun under any other circumstance. I mean, look, we've got Martinelli on the bench, we've got Lacazette on the bench, Saka as well. We could all have played in that kind of position up there. So there must be a change of shape to the team with Xhaka coming in. Maybe Erdegaard's going to push up there, or Smith Rowe, maybe. Anyway, we'll see what happens now. But Granit Xhaka is on for Balogun, and he isn't going to get himself a goal now, is he? On this rare opportunity to be playing in the first team for Arsenal. So it is, 56 minutes played. It is still Arsenal 3, Sunderland 1. But again, since the third goal, Sunderland have actually played pretty well. They've had one or two moments. They did just hit the outside of the post there as well, with a good effort from Elliot Embleton, the midfield player for Sunderland, with a curling effort there. They've had 7 attempts at goal, Sunderland, which is a fair play to them. Arsenal have had 13 in this game. Sunderland have had 4 on target. Arsenal have had 7 on target. So that's been the difference, really, hasn't it? The efforts on target. Oh, and we've lost the ball there over on that far side with Nicolas Pepe, and Sunderland coming forward again inside the Arsenal penalty. Ball across the box. Leno's got that one. A cross it was rather than a shot from the far side. But again, Arsenal playing themselves into trouble. But now we've got an opportunity for a counter-attack. Smith Rowe finds Nuno Tavares, who did set up that third goal. Of course, it's a good play, actually, really good play down that left-hand side. But now Arsenal forward again. Erdegaard, that's a lovely ball over to the far side to Nicolas Pepe. Oh, that's lovely play from Pepe inside the penalty area. Plays it square into the box. Oh, that is a great goal. It is a hat-trick for Eddie Nketiah. That's a beautiful finish as well. A little flick. Nicolas Pepe with the assist. That is a great goal. That makes it 4-1. That seals it. Eddie's got himself a hat-trick. His first Arsenal hat-trick. This is a great bit of play, actually, from Nicolas Pepe in the build-up to the goal. We'll just see it there. The ball plays across. It was Erdegaard with that lovely ball there through. Nicolas Pepe had just given the ball out the other end. He showed what he can do. A lovely little nutmeg there. And again, Eddie attacking at near post. That's a lovely little flick finish. Very similar to the goal he got in the earlier round against Wimbledon, wasn't it? Look at this lovely play from Nicolas Pepe there, through the defender's legs, and Eddie Nketiah with the finish makes it 4-1. And surely that's Arsenal going into the semi-final. I say our third semi-final in 3 different competitions under Mikel Arteta. Surely that seals it now. That's a great finish from Nketiah, a hat-trick for him. Wow, what a night it's been for Eddie. And he's not finished yet. He might fancy some more goals. Eddie Nketiah. I wonder who the last Arsenal player to score a hat-trick in the League Cup was. Must have been a while ago. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Anyway, I'm sure someone might know. If you know the answer, who was the last Arsenal player to score a hat-trick in the League Cup? It must have been a while ago. But anyway, what am I talking about? Aubameyang, wasn't it, in this competition earlier on? He scored against West Brom, had to go against West Brom, didn't he? So that's the second hat-trick we've had this season. Phil in the chat says, got distracted when I got home as Summer is having a party. Oh, lovely. Hope she's having a good time. And Phil's a good score to come back. So, yeah, we've kind of sealed it now in the second half. Eddie's got his hat-trick. Good play from Nketiah. But Sunderland coming forward again. A shot's blocked by Ben White. And Arsenal now going to try and get some more goals on the break. Pepe there's pulled back. Actually, the referee's going to allow that to go on because Pepe's still got the ball. As you know, he's not. He's going to give a yellow card to... is that Winchester? No, it won't be, will it? Oh, it's Denver Hume, the substitute, who's got a yellow card there to match his yellow shirt. The second Sunderland booking of the night. And Arsenal got a free kick on halfway. That was... he took one for the team there, actually, didn't he? The Sunderland substitute there, because Pepe had got away on halfway and stopped that counter-attack. It was a good tactical foul, but he has got himself a yellow card. And it is now 4-1 to Arsenal. Surely we are in the semi-final. And it's looking a lot more comfortable now, isn't it? And Eddie's going to be wanting more goals, isn't he? He's got a hat-trick. And I'll say the second hat-trick in the competition this season. I've forgotten about Aubameyang's in the second round against West Brom. That 6-0 win that we had was a hat-trick there. But who the previous hat-trick was in this competition, we'll have to go back probably quite a long time to find that. But anyway, it's 4-1 to Arsenal. A great hat-trick from Eddie Nketiah. These two goals in the second half have been what we've been lacking sometimes, an attacker or a striker attacking the near post. Now we've got a chance again. Nuno Tavares down his near side, plays the ball right across the goal. Eddie Nketiah's in the box again. Oh, it just runs away from him. He was looking for a fourth. He can smile to himself there. Nuno Tavares played the ball across to him. His first touch was too heavy, miles too heavy, and it ran away from him. And the keeper's Hume's come out. He's come out and got the ball. But that would have been an opportunity there for maybe a fourth goal for Eddie Nketiah, which would have put the seal on his night, no doubt. Of course, now we've just got 4-1. We may well see Charlie Patino, mightn't we, come on for his debut at some stage. Now the game is basically won. Maybe replace Smith Rowe perhaps for the last 20 minutes or so. We played 61 minutes anyway, so there's still just under half an hour to play. And Sunderland have won the ball back high up the pitch again. They haven't given up, Sunderland. They're certainly going for this game. They've gone for it from the start. But they are 4-1 down. That cross comes into the near post. El Nenny's there to clear it away for Arsenal. It's going to be a throw at Sunderland over on that far side. It was Ben White with a bit of defending to do there. Looks like he may have just got a knock actually as well, which isn't a good sign, is it? When we've got a busy Christmas programme to come. Of course, we're playing Norwich away on Boxing Day, bottom side. And then we've got Wolves here at the Emirates on the 28th, which is going to be a difficult game, as we know. But we will also have in January a semi-final of the Carabao Cup to look forward to, as long as we don't do anything really silly now. Playing it out from the back pretty well, actually. Now, Nuno Tavares on this near side. He's going to gallop forward, the Portuguese left back. Instead, he plays it back, actually, to Rob Holding. And now it's gone back to Bernd Leno. And Arsenal, again, are going to try and build from the back with El Neni plays it in to the man of the moment, Eddie Nketiah, the hat-trick hero for Arsenal. It's been a good performance from him. I was saying that early on in this game before he'd even scored a goal. He definitely deserves his hat-trick. And he's definitely going to deserve the man of the match award, which no doubt is going to come his way as well, for a good night's work for Eddie, putting himself in the shop window perhaps, or maybe he's going to be putting himself with an opportunity to get more regular minutes in the Premier League. Anyway, also coming forward now with Granit Xhaka. That's a good ball out to the far side to Nicolas Pepe. Set up that latest goal. Pepe now coming forward for Arsenal. Try to thread the ball through to the runner Smith Rowe. He didn't get that right, and Sunderland can clear it away up this near side. But Bernd Leno's out of his goal and just plays a simple ball to Rob Holding. And although Sunderland have played well, Arsenal have looked fairly comfortable at the back for the most part. There's only the goal really that they got through the middle of us between the two centre backs. Elneny there tries to spread the ball over to that far side, looking for Pepe again. He's going to get there. He's going to keep the ball in. Nicholas Pepe. Oh, he's done the same again to that same defender. He's going to set up a goal for Martin Ødegaard. Oh, it's a good save actually by Burge. Almost 5 goals there. Martin Ødegaard again's got possession in the penalty area. Plays it back to Suarez. Cross over to the far post, but nobody's there other than a Sunderland player. But Sunderland actually made a bit of a meal of that. That was a good opportunity. Actually, again, it was Pepe down that far side. Again, he nutmegged the same defender. And then he played the ball into Martin Ødegaard. Had a lot of space inside the penalty area. But it was a good save, actually, by the goalkeeper. Maybe the shot was a little bit too straight at him. He hit it quite well, Ødegaard, but he lacked any direction. And the goalkeeper, Bird, was able to make the save. That would have definitely sealed our place in the semi-final. He should have scored, really, Ødegaard. He'll definitely know he should have scored. He's been in good goal-scoring form lately as well, so that's not an excuse either, is it? But anyway, that one's got away. Elneny now pings the ball back over to that far side, looking for Pepe, but it's gone out. But that was a good opportunity that for Arsenal to get a 5th goal. Again, it was Pepe there. Lovely skill. He actually got around that defender so easily, played it back to Ødegaard. Good save, actually. Got his hand down well, didn't he, the goalkeeper, to be fair. It was a good save. But he should really score that, shouldn't he? Let's be honest. Nuno Tavares now on this near side for Arsenal, looking to try and get more goals. Arsenal pinging the ball around nicely. Smith Rowe plays it to Granit Xhaka. The substitutes come on. That's a good ball into Ødegaard, into Smith Rowe, just behind Smith Rowe. Another player who's been in the goals a lot lately. Couldn't quite get on the end of that. He would have fancied his chances to have finished that, the form he's been in. A long kick there from the goalkeeper, but it's an offside against Stewart there, and Arsenal taking a free kick quickly now. Tavares on this near side for Arsenal, looking for more goals now. Arsenal looking hungry for more, and that's a foul on Eddie Nketiah, and it is going to be the Australian Bailey Wright, the Sunderland captain. Is he going to get a yellow card for that? But Arsenal now got a free kick. He doesn't get a yellow card actually, but he's going to be a free kick to Arsenal, which they've taken quickly. Ødegaard into Smith Rowe, back to Ødegaard, plays it out to that far side to Pepe. Pepe puts a cross in again towards Eddie Nketiah, heads it down. Sunderland clear it away, but not very far, only to Granit Xhaka. Now Elneny, is going to try a shot from 30 yards. No, he's not. He finds Martin Ødegaard instead. Ødegaard's got Cedric outside him. Instead, he plays it back in to Granit Xhaka onto his left foot. Pings it to this near side to Nuno Tavares, whips a cross in towards the far post, towards Pepe, but Sunderland just managed to scramble it out. And it's going to be a throw to Arsenal over on the far side. Decent ball again from Tavares. Pepe's having a good spell now in his second half. His confidence is up. That one assist, he should have had another assist for Ødegaard, whose shot was saved. But Arsenal now looking really comfortable. Sunderland look as though they're running out of legs a little bit, it has to be said. They've given everything now, Sunderland, in these 66, 67 minutes that we've played so far. But Arsenal are 4-1 up. Premier League quality showing through in the end, as you'd have probably expected it to have done. Rob Holding now coming forward for Arsenal, plays it square to Granit Xhaka, and he pings it back to Ben White, plays it in to Elneny. Arsenal just comfortably knocking the ball around now. If we want to push it forward a little bit more, we can maybe get more goals. Ben White then plays it into Smith Rowe, lays it off to Granit Xhaka, pings it over to that far side to Nicholas Pepe. He doesn't quite get on the end of that one, but he will keep the ball in, prevents the throw, plays it inside to Ødegaard. He's going to get it back. Pepe cuts inside onto his left foot, tried to thread it through to Ødegaard. Instead, Xhaka finds Tavares. Tavares on this near side inside the penalty area. He's gone around the defender. Well, actually, Tavares another good cross to the far post. Eddie Nketiah with a shot again. This time it hits a defender. Eddie Nketiah is certainly enjoying himself tonight, looking for a 4th goal and would be a 5th for Arsenal. Ødegaard, who should have scored a moment ago, now is coming forward again. Martin Ødegaard just on the edge of the penalty. Nicholas Pepe, he's crowded out that time. But Arsenal won the ball back, and it's a foul on Cedric Suarez, and it's going to be another free kick to Arsenal over on that far side. This is good play from Arsenal now. Nicholas Pepe was a little bit too casual there, actually, when the ball came to him inside the penalty area. And in the end, Sunderland managed to clear it away, but it is a free kick over on that far side. It's a good position is for Arsenal. You can see they're over there on the right-hand side of the penalty area, about 10, 15 yards outside the box. good opportunity. This was a very similar position to where Sunderland nearly scored an equaliser in the first half. We can put a decent delivery in from that far side, curl it in towards a penalty spot. Could be a headed opportunity there for Rob Holding. Ben White possibly is up there as well. Tavares is in there. Eddie Nketiah, of course. Looks like it's going to be Martin Odegaard with this set piece. It may be a little bit too far out to try a shot at goal. He does go for goal. Oh, it's just wide, actually. It wasn't a bad effort there, actually, from Odegaard. Decent free kick, in actual fact. Long way out. Curled it. I curled away from goal, actually. It wasn't as close as it looked on first viewing. Thought it was a bit far out for a shot, but he did well, actually, Odegaard. But maybe a little cross towards the penalty spot may have been the better option. But anyway, here's a goal kick now to Sunderland. We've got 20 minutes to play at the Emirates. It should be Arsenal into the semi-final draw, barring a miracle. It's now Eddie Nketiah, the hat-trick hero, cuts back inside from this near side. Smith Rowe there tried to ping the ball through to Pepe. Pepe should keep this in. He does. Plays it back to Odegaard over on that far side. He's got El Neni square. He's got Xhaka as well. He finds El Neni. Now Cedric Suarez over on that far side, lining up across. Finds El Neni. Switches it to Rob Holding. Granit Xhaka now, who's calling for the ball before. He's now got it. Granit Xhaka plays it back to Holding. And Arsenal maybe have been forced back a little bit now. Well, the momentum of that attack's gone, actually. And the ball's now going to go back to Rob Holding again. We're keeping possession, but maybe we needed to put the ball further forward instead. But anyway, the ball is now back with Bernd Leno. We've gone all the way back to the goalkeeper from what was a promising attacking position. But we are coming forward again, keeping possession well. Arsenal, can Odegaard get there? No, he doesn't. Sunderland player gets in, and it is offside again against Sunderland. It is going to be a free kick to Arsenal. We have played 70 minutes of this game, and Arsenal are going to be bringing on another man at the moment in Gabriel Martinelli. Is about to come on for Arsenal. Probably going to replace Eddie Nketiah, is he? Who's got his hat-trick now, and maybe his night's work is done, Eddie Nketiah. But we'll see what happens there. Or a bit sloppy play from Arsenal there from Odegaard, but he does pick the ball up again. Now he finds Nicolas Pepe now down his far side. Nicolas Pepe running in towards the Sunderland penalty. Cuts inside, plays it back to Nketiah. He's got two defenders around him. He couldn't quite squeeze through the gap, and Sunderland managed to clear the ball away. And he's going to find Ben White now. So Gabriel Martinelli's coming. It looks like the other Brazilian, Gabriel, is going to be coming on as well, actually. He seems to be stripped, ready to come on. That's a good ball over the top, looking for Nuno Tavares. Nuno Tavares on the left-hand side. Oh, the ball's just run away from him. Was he offside? Oh, I think he may have been offside. He is. The flag's up. Looked as though he was in for a minute there, Nuno Tavares, trying to get himself a goal. And Arsenal making two substitutions. It's the two Brazilians, the two Gabriels, Gabriel Martinelli and Gabriel are both going to be coming on for Arsenal. It's going to be Ben White who's coming off for a rest. He did just have a bit of an injury, didn't he? So that's probably why Ben White is going off, and he'll be replaced by Gabriel. And I'm not sure who's going to come off for Martinelli. Probably will be Eddie Nketiah. In fact, it is. Actually, it isn't Eddie Nketiah. It's actually Martin Odegaard that's coming off. So Martin Odegaard, again, maybe resting him with the Christmas games, of course, coming up. Decent performance from Martin Odegaard tonight, but of course it is this man, Gabriel Martinelli, who is coming on. His 2 goals at the weekend illuminated that game at Leeds. He's going to be looking for another goal or 2 now, isn't he? And he's closing 18 minutes that remain in this game. Can he link up with Eddie Nketiah, the hat-trick hero? Gabriel Martinelli, look, I say, looking for more goals. He's got 4 this season, and they've all come in the last few weeks. He's been on great form, hasn't he? But Sunderland now won a free kick over on that far side. It was Gooch there who was fouled over there in that far corner. This is a dangerous position. Is there over on that far side in front of the Sunderland fans. Over on the left-hand side, the far side as we look, here's a free kick, which no doubt Pritchard is going to take. He's taken all the set pieces for Sunderland. We don't really want to concede a second goal, do we? If we're totally honest, it'll give Sunderland something to fight for in these closing stages. Arsenal have been much the better team in the second half by quite a distance. But it's going to be a free kick to Sunderland. They've got an opportunity to get a second goal. Can Arsenal keep this out? There's a bit of pushing and shoving in the penalty area there, which the referee is just going over to sort out. But Sunderland have got a free kick now. Opportunity to get a second goal for them in front of their fans. A free kick comes in. Leno punches it clear to the edge of the penalty area. But Sunderland do keep possession. Ball comes in, and it's not really kept under control. It's bounced out for a goal kick to Arsenal. And Empress 29 in the chat. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Good evening. Hope you're well. Sunderland look as though they're going to be making 2 substitutions as well. They've got 2 players ready to come on. They've already made that 1 substitution, of course, in the first half when goal scorer Nathan Broadhead had to go off. But now plays it square to Gabriel, one of the Arsenal substitutes. So he's gone into the left centre-back position. Rob Holding's over on the right. So they've sort of switched because Rob Holding was playing on the left before when Ben White was on. Now Smith Rowe's coming forward down that far side, finds Pepe. He plays it inside to El Neni, and now Nuno Tavares on this near side now for Arsenal finds Gabriel Martinelli. All the defenders slid in there. Right, it was. Surely he'll get a yellow card this time. The Sunderland captain, and indeed he does. Looked like Martinelli was just going to get away from him there, actually. Just think the ball past him and he caught him, and he's got himself a yellow card. Probably not just for that foul. I think for a series of fouls that he's committed in this game. But Arsenal now have got a free kick opportunity on this near side, just about a yard in from the touchline. It's going to be Cedric Suarez and Nicolas Pepe over this ball. Who's going to deliver the cross? Of course, Suarez with an outswinger with his right foot, or possibly Pepe with an inswinger with his left. The line of defenders and the line of Arsenal forwards are basically on the penalty spot. Looks like it might be Suarez who's going to whip this in. A dangerous ball this could be. Opportunity for Arsenal to get a 5th goal and put the seal on this really good performance. A cross comes in towards the 6-yard box. The goalkeeper punches. He wasn't really under a lot of pressure actually there, the goalkeeper, Burge. He could maybe have done a little bit better there. Anyway, the ball's played back in again towards Nicolas Pepe. That's a good take on his chest. Plays it back to Granit Xhaka. Plays the ball to Cedric Suarez, who's now over on his left-hand side. Dinks the ball towards the far post. Again, it's a Sunderland head that gets there. It finds Nuno Tavares over on that far side. Looks like him and Cedric Suarez have swapped positions, actually. Oh, it's a poor ball, actually, from Tavares inside. And now Sunderland can get a counter-attacking opportunity, can they? They've looked pretty dangerous, actually, on the counter-attack at times. We've got Turf Morehouse TV. How you doing, mate? He said, how you doing, Rich? Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm good, mate. Hope you're well as well. Hope you're looking forward to Christmas. You know, now Boris is allowing us to have a Christmas, which is good, isn't it? Hopefully you'll have a good one as well, which will be nice. Your guys are still in trouble there, ain't you? At the bottom of the league. You need a win or two, don't you, very soon? You've been playing better, I think, but you haven't got enough results, have you? And you are struggling down there, but I'm sure you'll be fine. I can't see you guys going down. I've got to be honest. I mean, Newcastle and Norwich are looking in big trouble, aren't they? Anyway, the Sunderland are making 2 substitutions of their own. We just made 2. They're making 2 as well. It's actually Embleton that's going off, and O'Brien coming on is their first change for Sunderland. He had a good game, Elliot Embleton, actually. And Aidan O'Brien is coming on for Sunderland. And that's actually, he's a second substitute coach. Actually, Gooch has gone off as well. Lyndon Gooch, who had a lively start but maybe faded. Corey Evans is the other substitute to come on as well, the club captain. And Sunderland do have a corner actually here. So let's see what this corner leads to. It's played in towards the near post. It's flicked on, but Sunderland don't really make the most of that. And now Arsenal have got an opportunity to counter-attack if they know they haven't. There's a head injury. The referee stops the game. It's Winchester back on his feet again. So I don't know if he stopped for a head injury. The referee, I don't know if you knows what's going on there. Anyway, Turf Morehouse TV. If you guys haven't checked him out yet, check out that channel. It's really good. Obviously, Burnley, the Burnley fan, good lad. He's been on the channel a few times. He said, "Yeah, all good, pal. Finishing my wrapping today. Got Everton Boxing Day, potentially a win that." Well, yeah, they're not playing very well, are they? Making light work of Sunderland tonight. Yeah, we are in the end. It was a bit of the first half was a bit up in the air for us. I felt as though Sunderland gave it a good go, but we've managed to pull away in the second half, got the job done. Look forward to the semi-final. But, that Boxing Day game is a big game for you, isn't it, Everton? I mean, Everton, of course, did beat us. And it's a big moment, actually, for Arsenal. This youngster here, Charlie Patino, is coming on for Emil Smith Rowe. We said if Arsenal got 4 goals, he may well come on. This is his debut. Young Charlie Patino, look out for him. He is going to be a big superstar, this boy. Wears number 87 this season. He's got a big future in the game, really playing really well in the under-23s. He's been knocking on the door of maybe getting in the first team squad. He's got himself on tonight for his first team debut. All looking forward to seeing him, actually. A lot high hopes of him. Midfield player, skillful midfield player. Let's see what he can do in these final 10 minutes or so tonight. I'm really pleased he's got on the pitch. I had a feeling we'd wait until we got the victory sealed. I think if it was still 2-1, I don't think he would have come on. But anyway, this is a ball over. So looking for Martinelli. Was that a handball? It was a handball. And it is going to be a free kick to Sunderland. He's maybe lucky enough to get a yellow card there, Martinelli. I don't think he intentionally handballed it, but he did have his arm out as he went to control it. And young Charlie Patino is on the pitch. Excited, Mo. It's always nice, isn't it, when one of your own academy players comes through into the first team, makes their debut. There's been so many down the years at Arsenal, and we always remember, don't we, that when they first make an impression in the team. Let's hope Charlie can do something in this game. Of course, a famous Arsenal name, Charlie, of course. There's been one or two heroes of the North Bank called Charlie over the years, hasn't there, for Arsenal? Is young Charlie Patino going to be the latest one? We'll be singing Charlie, Charlie, as Arsenal fans have done many times in the past. But Sunderland have got a throw over on that far side, which Arsenal just win possession of the ball back again with Gabriel. He goes back to Leno, and Leno decides to go long. Probably a good decision as well. It's flicked on there in midfield. And there's a clash there between Martinelli and Wright inside the centre circle. A clash of heads there, both going for that ball. And both players are now going to need some treatment inside the centre circle. I wonder if Lee Johnson's regretting his comments he made now with them 4-1 down. Robert in the chat there says, showing your age. Yeah, well, maybe I am, yeah. I only remember one of the Charlies, actually. The first Charlie was a bit before my time, but the second one I definitely do remember. Some great memories of Charlie Nicholas, of course. Not least, of course, in this competition, scoring 2 goals in the final, the first time we'd ever won it. And in fact, we've only won it twice ever. So, yeah, that was a big moment for me as well. That Charlie, I say Charlie George was a bit before my time, unfortunately, but of course he got a big goal at Wembley as well, didn't he? Will Charlie Patino get a goal at Wembley in the final of the League Cup this season, maybe, to help us win a trophy? But we'll have to wait and see. But this is his first game. Robert there says, remember it well. Yeah, happy days. And there could be some more happy days to come, couldn't there, with this young team? They're certainly clicking into some good form, aren't they, coming into the Christmas period this year, scoring a lot more goals now. Martinelli and Wright are both back on now following that clash of heads, which is good to see. No damage done. And there's, 7 minutes to play at the Emirates. Arsenal 4, Sunderland 1. Surely we are going into the semi-final now. It would take a collapse of monumental proportions, wouldn't it, for Sunderland to get back into it now. Just want to see if we can maybe get another goal or two. Or Sunderland just giving the ball away. Now Arsenal can come forward, can they? No, that's a poor ball, actually. Sunderland can pick this up. Eddie and Ketty are battling away well, wanting more goals, of course, as of course he would. Charlie Patino there trying to get involved as well in the play. Working hard, the youngster, to try and make a name for himself tonight. It'd be great for him to get a goal, wouldn't it, on his debut? And it's a free kick there to Arsenal, just as the ball falls to Patino, actually. But it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal, which Nuno Tavares is going to be taking. The Arsenal fans there in good form. The Sunderland fans maybe a little bit quieter, dressed in their Santa hats. So Merry Christmas to all the Sunderland fans as well that have made a long journey down to London tonight to see their team in action in this quarter-final. But they're going to go home on the end of a defeat, although they may well finish the game with a goal. But no, Arsenal now got a chance of a counter-attack. This is good play from Eddie Nketiah. He's got to Nuno Tavares charging forward. Now it's Martinelli on this near side. Gabriel Martinelli on the edge of the penalty area. Flicks the ball through to Eddie again. Oh, he's gone down. Is that a penalty? Surely it is a penalty. I think has it been given? It hasn't been given. Or has it been given? Yeah, I think it has been given. I think it is a penalty to Arsenal. I think it was a penalty as well. It was Martinelli slipped the ball through towards Eddie Nketiah. He got a touch on it and he was fouled. That is definitely a penalty. Good decision that was by the referee. Defender came across there. It was Doyle. Actually, what's not been given as a penalty? Oh, I thought it was a penalty. Anyway, it wasn't given as a penalty. Surprisingly enough, it looked like a penalty to me. But anyway, not to worry. Arsenal coming forward again. They're still looking for more goals. And that is going to be a free kick and another yellow card to Sunderland. I think it's going to be Doyle. Maybe just got away with one there, but he has got a yellow card this time. Yeah, I can't really complain too much. He should have gave away a penalty a minute ago. He went right through the back of Charlie Patino there. And it is welcome to Arsenal, Charlie Patino there from Doyle. Going through the back of him. It is now a free kick to Arsenal. An opportunity to get a goal. It's over on that far side, similar to where Ødegaard took that free kick. It's a lot further out, this one, though. As you can see, it's all the way over there. So it's going to be this one is going to have to come into the box, isn't it? Pepe and Suarez again. Cedric Suarez are over this ball. Can Arsenal finish the night with a fifth goal? It's been a much better second half performance from Arsenal, actually. The Sunderland have run out of steam, it has to be said. Pepe places the ball. Suarez dinks it forward, looking for the run of Nketiah, but Sunderland do clear that away. They've got an opportunity for a counter-attack, but Arsenal win it back. Granit Xhaka. Now this is good play from Arsenal. Gabriel is still forward from that free kick, plays it out to this near side to Tavares, who keeps it in well. He finds Martinelli, gets it back to Tavares. Again, he finds Martinelli. Granit Xhaka. Arsenal now just keeping possession, probably just going to see these last 3.5 minutes out without too many dramas and serenely moving to the semi-final. Rob Holding there, driving forward from the back. It goes back to Gabriel and now Elneny, who dropped in as a centre-back there to cover for Rob Holding when he went on a little walkabout. Gabriel now coming towards halfway for Arsenal. Elneny again into the Sunderland half. We're now into the last 3 minutes of the 90. Just a countdown now before Arsenal can confirm their place in the semi-final of this season's Carabao Cup. We did reach the final, of course, in 2018 when we lost to Manchester City. Of course, really disappointed. But City are out this year. They've won it the last 4 years, so there's an opportunity for somebody else to get their name on that trophy. Why not us? You have to say the way that we're playing at the minute, there won't be too many teams fancy playing us over two legs at the moment. The teams that's left in it. All the other ties are tomorrow, of course. Martinelli's just giving away a foul there on the near side. We are now into the last 2.5 minutes of the 90. Arsenal 4, Sunderland 1. It is going to be a comfortable victory in the end for Arsenal. Probably as expected, let's be honest. You know, Arsenal started massive favourites. But Sunderland did give it a good go in the first half. Got themselves a goal back when it was 2-0. Made it a little bit more interesting for a while. But in the second half, Arsenal played a lot better. 2 great goals from Nketiah to complete his hat-trick in the second half. We could have had 2 or 3 more as well. Ødegaard missed a good chance. Eddie missed another one as well. And we've got a debut for young Charlie Patino as well to enjoy. So it's been a good night all round for Arsenal. Last game before Christmas, of course, before the Boxing Day trip to Norwich. We're certainly finishing 2021, indeed, as we started it in good form. If you remember, we started the year really well, didn't we? Our first game was that snowy match up at West Brom when we won 4-0. We had a good January and we were having a good December as well. we certainly finished in December well. We had a bad start to December, then 2 defeats away from home. Sunderland now got the ball back to goalkeeper Lee Burge. He plays it up this near side, but Gabriel Martinelli going to head that forward towards Granit Xhaka. Tries to thread it through towards Tavares. It's come to Tavares inside the penalty. Tavares drills a shot in. Well saved from the goalkeeper there. Looked as though Tavares was going to get his first goal for Arsenal there. It was Martinelli played it on to Granit Xhaka there. He was well onside. There's a defender playing him onside there, Tavares. The defender made a mistake there, and then Tavares shot. I don't know if the goalie saved it or whether it was pushed over or whether he just fired it over the bar. But there's an opportunity there for Tavares to get his first senior goal for Arsenal. Of course, he did score in a friendly against Rangers in pre-season. But this night's all been about Eddie Nketiah. It's been about the young man for Arsenal tonight with that hat-trick. All strikers' goals they were as well. Finishes inside the 6-yard box, which is where you want to see your strikers playing. Martinelli wins the ball back for Arsenal, finds El Neni. We're now into the last minute of the 90. There'll probably be 3 or 4 minutes of stoppage time, I would have thought. And then Arsenal will be able to confirm our place in the semi-final. We'll be the first semi-finalist in this competition. The other ties are being played tomorrow. Of course, West Ham against Tottenham's a big one, isn't it? Will we be getting a London derby in the semi-final? We did, of course, last time we played Chelsea, didn't we? In 2018 when we beat them over 2 legs. Arsenal have now won a free kick. Tavares, who's very far forward now in these closing stages, just won a free kick in a very central area. He takes it himself, finds Granit Xhaka, pings it to this near side to Gabriel Martinelli. One of the substitutes plays it back to Tavares. He had a decent game. Nuno Tavares. Granit Xhaka pings it over to the far side to Nicolas Pepe, scorer of the Arsenal second goal. Plays it back across. It's a goal, is it? It is a goal. Oh, it's Patino on his debut. What a moment for the young man. The teenager scores on his debut. Fantastic stuff that is. Look how pleased that his teammates are for him. We said we wanted a debut goal for him. We've got one. Fantastic moment that is for this guy. Charlie Patino. Lovely little finish that. Nicolas Pepe it was with the assist. We've got to show you this goal from Charlie Patino. It started over on this near side. The ball played to Tavares. It went to Xhaka. What a ball that is from Granit Xhaka, by the way. He's just onside Nicolas Pepe. And then he beat his man. Look at that run from Patino. A lovely finish. Charlie Patino. Remember the name. He is going to be a superstar for Arsenal, this young man. And he's just got himself his first ever goal. What a moment that is. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Fantastic way to finish this game. Charlie Patino with the goal. Absolutely brilliant. What a moment that is. You know, of all the moments of this year, there's been some highs and lows for Arsenal in 2021. For me, that's one of the best moments of the year. What a great young player he is. He's going to have a great future. And he's not wasted any time as he getting his first goal. He's only been on the pitch for about 10 minutes. He's got himself a fantastic goal, and Arsenal are 5-1 and going into the semi-final. Great night for him. Sunderland making a substitution now as we've moved in to stoppage time at the end of this game. It's going to be Stewart who's gone off for Sunderland, and they've brought on the substitute Kim Poku, who is going to get these last few minutes. And Sunderland kick off. Kim Piocco has come on for Sunderland, but it's all about Charlie Patino this night. We were looking forward to him coming on the pitch. He has done, and he's got himself a goal. We are now into the 3 minutes of 3 that are going to be added on. There'll be a little bit more time now with the goal and with the substitution. But Arsenal are in the semi-final. It's been a great night for a much changed Arsenal team against League One Sunderland. It's 5-1. Charlie Patino with the latest goal. He's on the ball again. Lays it off to Granit Xhaka. And there goes the full-time whistle. It has finished here at the Emirates tonight. Arsenal 5, Sunderland 1. It's been a good night all round for Arsenal. Eddie Nketiah has just been given a match ball by the referee for his hat-trick, but almost that's going to be overshadowed by the goal from 17-year-old Charlie Patino on his debut right at the end. The young substitute came on. It's all going to be about him, a moment he'll never forget. Arsenal started the game pretty well. Eddie Nketiah did give Arsenal lead after 17 minutes. It was a corner from Smith Rowe, a header from Rob Holding. The goalkeeper, Burge, pushed it out, and there was Nketiah to force the ball over the line from close range with his knee. It was 2-0. 10 minutes later, Nicolas Pepe was with a goal. Linked up well with Suarez down the right-hand side. Suarez played the ball back to Pepe, and his shot was deflected, and it went in to the roof of the net. Sunderland gave it a go after that. They pulled a goal back after half an hour. It was Nathan Broadhead with a goal. A lovely ball through to him from Elliot Embleton, and he dinked it over Bert Leno in goal to make it 2-1. Defender Tom Flanagan then missed a header from about 6 yards, which would have made it 2-2, and it could have been a little bit nervy for Arsenal. But the second half, we came out, played a lot better. We got the third goal very soon into the second half. It was Nuno Tavares with a cross from the left-hand side, and it was Nketiah attacking the near post, flicked it in to make it 3-1. And Eddie Nketiah then completed his hat-trick. Nicolas Pepe with the assist this time. A lovely ball over on the left-hand side, over to the right. Pepe knocked it past the defender. Lovely bit of skill. Pulled it back for Eddie to flick it in again at the near post to complete his hat-trick and make it 4-1. We then saw the debut of young Charlie Patino in the last 10 minutes or so, and he got himself a goal right at the end. Again, it was Pepe with his skills over on the right-hand side, pulled the ball back, and Patino stabbed it home from about 6 yards into the near post. A moment he'll never forget, a moment none of us will ever forget. Charlie Patino's debut. I say he's going to be an absolute superstar, this kid, and he's up and running already with a goal on his first team debut. So Arsenal have got a semi-final with the Carabao Cup to look forward to. That's going to be coming up in January. We are through. Now we can relax now for the games tomorrow, see who else gets through, and then see who we get in the draw. But when you look at who's left in it, over 2 legs away we're playing at the minute, you've got to fancy our chances, haven't you, of getting through and getting into that final, which would be great. Wouldn't it? An opportunity to win another trophy, the second major trophy it would be of Mikel Arteta's career. But we still got a semi-final to come. Let's not get too excited just yet. But it's been a good performance tonight. It's been a great night, actually. A hat-trick from Eddie Nketiah, a goal from Nicolas Pepe, and, of course, a goal from Charlie Patino as well on his debut. Wrapped it up. Arsenal 5, Sunderland 1. Brilliant stuff. So, yeah, great night at the Emirates there for Arsenal into the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. So coming up on the channel then, we've got obviously a busy Christmas. Empress says there, Empress 29, well done to the Arsenal. Yeah, well done indeed. Good performance, wasn't it, in the end tonight? Comfortable victory, as we would have expected. And fair play to Sunderland as well. I thought they played well at times. They certainly deserved their goal. And fair play to all their fans that came down as well. So safe journey back to the northeast for all of them Sunderland fans. So coming up on the channel, and obviously the next live show we'll be doing will be on Boxing Day, the Boxing Day game against Norwich, the watch along for that. Join me for that. So what time's the kickoff of that game? I can't remember actually. Is it 3 o'clock? I think it might well be 3 o'clock, mightn't it? Let me just check what the kickoff is at Norwich. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock kickoff on Boxing Day. So I'll probably go live about 2:45 with all the team news, the build up, and then the full match commentary as always. And then, of course, we've got the game on Tuesday, the 28th as well. That is at home to Wolves. That's a 12:30 kickoff. So I'll probably go live about 12:15 for that one. Full coverage of that game as well. And then on Wednesday, the 29th, a date for your diary, we're doing a live a review of 2021 on Wednesday the 29th. That's probably going to start about 7:30. Got some special guests joining me for that. We're going to look back on the year of 2021 from an Arsenal perspective, and the highs and maybe one or two lows. But we're going to focus more on the highs. We're going to look at the players of the year that we're going to select there, the goal of the year as well, and look at some of the highlights, some great games, some great performances, and yes, some poor performances as well. We know that. But overall in the year, see what progress that we've made as a club, and as well look at the best signings that we've made and all this kind of stuff. So that'll be on Wednesday the 29th of December. So stay tuned for that. So lots of good stuff coming up over Christmas. We may do a show actually between now and the end of the week, maybe tomorrow. I'm not really sure yet. Might be a bit short notice to get it together. But if I don't, Merry Christmas to everybody on the channel that supported the channel throughout 2021. It's been a big year for the channel. The first full year that the channel's been going, and it's been great. I've had some great guests on, met some great people. The channel's really grown over the last year as well. So thanks everybody. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you, and I hope you have a great time, whatever you're doing, whether it's quiet family time or whether you're out and about. Whatever you're doing, have a great Christmas, everyone. It's certainly been a good build up to Christmas for Arsenal, hasn't it? Some great performances in the last week or so, scoring a lot of goals, and so it's a lot to look forward to in 2022, isn't it? For the Arsenal men and the Arsenal women, of course, who we also cover on this channel. Some big games coming up as well, and a season that maybe a lot of us wasn't particularly excited about back in August suddenly is now looking a lot brighter, isn't it? We've got a semi-final to come now in the Carabao Cup. We've got the FA Cup starting as well, of course, at the beginning of January, and we've still got a couple of big games over Christmas as well in the Premier League, haven't we? If we can get 6 points from those two games, then we're going to be in a really good position, aren't we, going into the new year? So yeah, it's happy days at the minute for Arsenal, and I say it's going to be a very Merry Christmas, isn't it, for Arsenal? So thanks to all you guys for watching. Thanks to you guys in the chat. If you are new here, you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. I'll say loads of great stuff coming up over the next week or so, as we head into Christmas and beyond, and into the new year as well. Uncertain times maybe a little bit, but one thing you can be certain of is everything to do with Arsenal, we will have you covered on the channel. Live watch-alongs, live panel shows as well, bits and pieces on the history of the club, and loads of other stuff as well. So, and of course the Arsenal women, let's not forget, been a big part of this show, been a big part of the growth of the channel as well. So yeah, please give us a like before you go. Please subscribe. I will see you live probably Boxing Day for the Norwich game. If anything comes up in the meantime, if I do get a show together, I will of course put it out there so you're all aware of it. Don't forget to click on the notification bell as well to get notified when I do go live. But in the meantime, of course, Merry Christmas, everybody. I look forward to seeing you on Boxing Day. Great night for Arsenal tonight. Arsenal 5, Sunderland 1. A hat-trick for Eddie Nketiah. Brilliant from him. A well-taken goal from Nicolas Pepe, and also a debut goal from young Charlie Patino. What a great night it was for that young man. He's going to have a great Christmas, isn't he? Hope you all have a great Christmas. Stay safe, guys. I'll speak to you very soon. In the meantime, of course, as always, come on, you Gunners. Speak to you soon, guys. Merry Christmas. All the best.